pasta vazul, baby.
Come on in.
What's going on, gang?
What's going on, gang?
That was great.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining me for another Scream Until You Like It hangout. So I do have a co-host tonight.
I got a co-host tonight.
I'm going to do what Ryan normally does, and I'm going to apologize for the fact that my eyes are red. My allergies went absolutely crazy this afternoon. I don't know if it was because of actual allergens in the air, or if it was like the fact that the farmers went out here and just sprayed the fields. But I was literally sneezing like 5 times in a row, like just minutes ago.
Just minutes ago.
Is
Hey,
anybody picking up an echo?
Are you gonna do that the whole time?
Yeah.
please don't.
I love her honesty.
I know, right? So, oh wait, hey, Joe's here. Hey, Joe.
Hi, Joe.
Thanks
Hey,
for
Joe.
stopping in.
Oh, Joe's here. Hey,
Yeah.
Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Catalina, do you want to go for a ride with
Yeah.
Lonnie?
So, this particular topic tonight, was actually kind of inspired by something that Ryan said in the Star Wars episode, where you remembered we had one of these discussions before where we threw out just like a random topic and just came up with whatever the first thing was that we thought about or had time to come up with when it eventually became our turn. I thought, oh, what's a really good way to do that? Because and I was like, you know what? We'll just write them all down. I'll cut them up into little strips of paper and I'll stick them in this little fishbowl. So that is why tonight we are calling this Films from the Fishbowl. That is also why my name is Clint Neon Tetra. Because if you go into a pet shop and you're looking for tropical fish, you might find one. So, how's your weekend going so far?
Good. I've done nothing but play Sega Genesis games.
That sounds awesome. If I'm being honest with you. Sega Genesis. Man, it's been a long time.
In honor of the randomness of the episode, as well as your fishbowl, I have the Walmart bag full of random beers. I will be pulling from.
So it'll be beer roulette for you. I guess.
It's like beer bingo.
Yeah. Yep.
Push ice.
Abby says hi.
Hi,
Hey, Abby.
Abby.
Yep. And hey, Joe. Toe Jam and Earl.
What?
I'm not sure.
It's a
That
Sega
must be a-
Genesis game.
Oh, okay. There you
Oh, okay.
I knew it had to be a reference to something we were talking about.
And the theme song is now stuck in my head.
Oh, no. Now you've done it. Way to go, Joe. We did it on purpose. I know it. Yeah. Abby says Sega game. Yeah. Specifically Genesis, right? So, yeah, that's where I'm at. Nicole, how you doing today?
I'm doing okay. It's
Yeah.
it's summer. You all know how I feel about summer.
Oh, yeah.
Anything above 60 degrees, fuck it, I'm indoors.
I
But
get what
no,
you're saying.
yeah, it's good, quiet. I've got a lot of crocheting done and catching up on Grey's Anatomy and everything non-horror, which is odd, but
Yeah.
yeah, quiet. I like quiet.
Yeah. I've been doing everything except watching anything serious. So I've been watching a bunch of garbage. I've been watching a bunch of movies that make me laugh. Not even sure why. just like my brain doesn't want to digest anything right now, or process anything. So I'm just watching stupid stuff. So that's about where I'm at.
I go back and forth between Grey's and The Simpsons. I have to, I have to balance it out. I can't have too much serious.
That's funny.
And every time a Treehouse of Horror episode comes on, I think about Ryan.
Ah,
Love
oh
Treehouse of
yes,
Horror.
Treehouse of Horror is great. So, in this bowl, I may have some categories of films. I may have some themes that are nice.
I can't believe he kept that picture.
Yeah. There may be something a little bit more specific, like a movie, that has like a or something like that. Or there might just be something completely off the wall in here, and we'll see.
I hope so.
So
I like Off the Wall.
yeah. So I'm going to shake it up real quick. I'm going to pull the first one out, and we're going to find out what it says. I did get a lot of suggestions from my wife tonight, so not all of these are mine. Oh, this is great. I feel like I should save this one, but maybe I won't. Maybe I won't. Okay. It just says most bangable creature. So
Sorry. Oh my God. I just scared the shit out of myself. Like she slid trying to get off the floor that fast.
Have you ever found yourself watching a creature feature of some sort and you think that the creature's kind of hot?
Define creature.
I
I
don't know,
don't
like-
want to go to jail.
Like Swamp Thing, you know what I mean?
Oh God. When you said as soon as you said most bangable, the first thing in my head was Candyman. Because I love Tony Todd, but that's not really
Okay.
a creature.
Well, I don't know.
Holy
I mean,
crap.
we could extend this to entities if you wanted to.
Definitely Candyman in a heartbeat. Whew. Oh my God.
It's tough, isn't it?
It is very tough because I'm
Until
not.
you get to Ryan. Ryan has a list.
Ryan's probably
so.
got a fucking scroll.
I already know what I'm saying.
I'm not. I'm not real big on creature features, so I'm having trouble
Okay.
deciding. Terminator. Would that be considered a creature?
I'll allow
Every single one.
Every single
Schwarzenegger,
one.
Robert Patrick, Christina, whatever her name was in 3. Sam Worthington in 4.
Wow.
Every Terminator.
Gambit.
There we go. Yeah.
Fantastic.
I can't believe it's the first category.
I thought for sure it would take a while to pull that one, but I mean, nope, right out of the gate. That's the first one.
I'm very curious to hear Ryan. I am.
Mine's probably pretty vanilla, but it was the first thing that popped into my head. Excuse me, sorry, I'm getting over a cold. I'm gonna go with Queen Akasha from Queen of the Damned.
Okay. Yeah, would vampires be considered creatures?
Yeah,
Is it a creature?
The Mummy or Arnold Vosloo from The Mummy. Imhotep.
Okay.
Mummy Arnold Vosloo, or like after he gets his skin back?
Either. After he gets his skin back. Jesus Christ. I'm not into necrophilia.
Oh,
If we're including vampires in this, I have a list. Just about every single one. Yeah. If they can be considered creatures.
I mean, if we're not allowed to pick, humanoid creatures, then it's totally got to be the bear from Entity, or not Entity. What's it called? What's that movie with the killer bear?
Prophecy.
Cocaine bear?
Yeah, Prophecy.
Okay. Wow,
Yeah,
the
bear from
skinless
Prophecy.
bear. Oh my god.
I don't even remember
Go for
that.
Oh.
the
Abby
way it-
says species.
Oh well, that
Oh, yeah.
would have made sense.
That would have been easy.
Oh,
as opposed to
Oh.
a skinless mutant bear.
But I love it.
What was,
I absolutely love it.
oh fuck, what was that movie? Adrian Brody,
Oh, spliced
Splice.
or
Yes,
sliced,
Oh.
spliced.
the girl from Splice.
Oh wow.
After she grew up, of course, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, she had it going. Yeah.
Got to be a line here, So I.
There
That's
rarely is
oddly-
with us, which is why I had to
Wasn't-
specify.
That was an oddly erotic sex scene in that movie.
That was, wasn't it?
like uncomfortably so.
Uncomfortably, yes.
Let's see. I'd be the cream to the Oreo cookie of Mimi Kincaid and Linnea Quigley
Oh
in
my
Demons makeup from Night of the Demons.
Body parts just disappearing in the
You were
nipples.
talking about lines.
That's so good. So good.
That's fantastic.
I love it. Thank you, Joe.
The snake
God.
from Anaconda.
Oh.
Ow.
Oh. Well, I guess you could also include witches in this. Ryan, what was the episode you guys just did where you guys were talking about some witches that like had banging bods and they were butterfaces though?
Oh, Beastmaster.
Okay. Yeah, I watched that episode and I agree. So I would have to say it's fine.
There you go. There you go.
Brown bag it or something. I don't know.
I mean, I think if you go from behind, you're fine.
Yeah, right.
I can't. The creeper from Jeepers Creepers.
And
You got strong hands.
maybe the claymation Medusa from Clash of the Titans.
I'd go with the CGI Medusa.
Oh, it's so good. Well, at any rate, now that we got that one out of the way, maybe we should go
Oh
for
my
another
God.
selection.
Okay.
I don't have too many in here, although there might be about 40 of them. I don't know how long it's going to take to get through this. So,
Oh, I'm
if I-
sure we can come up with some more.
yeah. If I run out, maybe somebody in the comment section will throw out something extra, and I'm willing to take those at any point. If somebody has an idea of our take on something like a theme like that, I'm all good with it. Well, this one's more normal.
For
Best-
who?
Best fairy tale inspired horror.
Ooh.
And and
yeah.
it doesn't have to parallel a fairy tale story.
Right.
As far as I'm concerned, even if it just has elements that ring of a fairy tale, I'm okay with that too. I mean, there are some stories that don't follow the stories at all. They're completely fictional. That
Have that element. Just
that kind of
fairy
just
tale.
like refer to it, but they're not even remotely the same thing.
Okay. I got one. All right. I'm gonna go with Unwelcome,
Okay.
which was this was the one that I said Ryan would absolutely love it.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, a couple inherits a house in Ireland, and the woman's wife is pregnant, and they move in, and the neighbor is telling them that they have to leave an offering for the garden people every single night,
Okay.
or else they'll come after you. And by middle end of the movie, we see these like gnomes and fairy tale like creatures living in the woods surrounding the house. And she forgets to leave the offering out one night, and
Ah,
but that was kind of fairy tale-y. It had like the little gnomes and the little elves and
yeah.
that's all I can think of right now. Oh my god, this is harder than I thought it would be.
Yeah. Well, give it a couple more minutes. We can always circle back if you think of something else. I mean, it is just
Yeah.
the three of us.
Yeah,
Um,
because I immediately went.
I
to
got
like
one. I'm just
Cinderella
trying to
Snow
figure out the
White.
year it came out.
I gotcha.
There we go. Rumpelstiltskin. It's from 1995.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Rumpelstiltskin somehow winds up in modern day. Basic premise of the fairy tale, but I'm still invisible.
Uh-huh.
Basic premise of the fairy tale. and
You're still Mike.
I'm like, but for some reason, Rumpelstiltskin is in modern times, and despite the fact he's from fairy tale days, seems to know everything about 1995, right down to the lingo.
Nice.
Fucking awful. I love it.
Oh my god! I want to hear. I do want to hear yours, Clint, because I just thought of another one.
Okay. Well, I held back on this comment. Hopefully, it's not what you're getting ready to say, because I want to see if either one of you said it. That's Hansel and Gretel with Jeremy Renner.
I forgot about that one. Oh my god, that was. So
I did
good.
think of that, but I won't take it since he just did it. But yeah, that's a pretty good one. Barely parallels that story. It's not real. It really doesn't, because it's them grown up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They had the experience in the woods with the witch and the gingerbread house long before they became, like slayers of whatever creatures are in the woods.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna cop out and pick a movie that just uses elements of a fairy tale. This one's kind of fresh in my mind. A month or so ago, we talked about it. New Nightmare. New Nightmare has a strong Hansel and Gretel theme going through it, which of course is the following the breadcrumbs, which is Heather Langenkamp's character eating sleeping pills, apparently, as she goes into the dream world to protect her son. And of course, they cook the entity that looks like Freddy Krueger in an oven. So
I never.
There you have
it. I never got that connection.
Yeah.
As many times as I've seen it,
Yeah.
I never got that connection.
At one point, Freddy even says, "Come here, little boy. I've got some gingerbread for you."
Yeah, and early on in the movie, she was reading him a story, and it was Hansel and Gretel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So they Wes did that on purpose when he wrote that script. So anyhow,
Awesome.
but you could pick anything. What did you think of while we were going around?
I don't even know if this is considered fairy tale. It's more of a folklore. Leprechaun.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That giant piece of crap. Yeah.
I'd say it counts. Leprechauns are fairy tales.
Yeah, they are. They're just not, like well-known stories,
Yeah.
like stuff by
Disney.
Jesus. Well, not even that. The Brothers Grimm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of famous fairy tales that we all know came from them.
Yeah.
But anyhow, whatever. That's good enough. Unless you have anything else you'd like to say. Are there any fairy tales that you'd like to see made into
Oh yeah.
films?
I can think of one more.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. Pinocchio's Revenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that instead of being about a killer wooden puppet, decided it was going to be a psychological thriller. That was a
Yeah.
big fucking mistake, let me tell you. That movie is boring as shit.
Pinocchio's Revenge.
Most exciting thing about it was the friggin' VHS cover.
Oh, damn it.
I'm
Don't
sure
you hate it
have
when that
a
happens?
clamshell.
Yeah.
I don't know that one.
Ginger Dead Man.
Really?
That was another
Ginger
one.
Dead Man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That
Holy
was awful,
shit.
too.
Well, I like the first one.
Mm.
The second one,
I didn't get that far in the series.
yeah. Oh, the second one did that dirty thing where, like, they put some hot women in it, and you thought you were going to see boobs in it, and then they didn't. I'm like, you bastards.
It's pretty tame for Chucky Band.
Yeah, I know, right?
Mm.
So I don't know. Maybe he couldn't get them to sign the contracts, and he didn't want to pay the money that they were asking for. I don't know.
That sounds more like Chucky Band.
All right. Well, before I move on, are there any fairy tales that you feel would make great movies that you have not seen a good version of?
I want to see Cinderella.
Yeah.
I want to see Cinderella made into a horror movie. I want to see her chop up her evil stepsisters and torture her stepmother. I want to see that.
Yeah. That could be pretty good.
Have the ends showing her cuddling with the dead prince or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I'd love to watch, mice and a pumpkin, like turn into horses in a carriage. That'd be fucked up. With the capabilities we have now, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
You gotta show that they're in pain when it's happening, though. They can actually feel their bodies. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the American Werewolf in London transformation.
yeah.
Yeah,
I would really like to see Goldilocks and the Three Bears done up like a home invasion flick. Like Goldilocks goes into the house and she realizes she's now trapped with 3 sentient bears.
That would be great.
that'd be
I'd watch
awesome.
the shit out of that.
Yeah. I mean,
The Little Mermaid.
yeah.
I'm surprised that hasn't been done.
I know. I have like the mer people, like from Harry Potter. They were fucking scary. The way they did the mermaids in Harry Potter, they were terrifying.
Mhm.
They were evil, like jagged teeth, and
Yeah.
they hissed when they talked, and I would love to see the Little Mermaid turn into that.
Yeah. I feel like something could be done with the 3 Little Pigs. I really
Oh
do.
yeah.
I feel like something really cool could be done with that. And you could definitely play that Green Jelly song at some point during it.
Hmm.
You imagine, a wolf dropping down a chimney directly in a boiling pot of water. You know what I mean? You just throw the lid on it. Gah!
You
The after
mentioned
credit
Green
scene
Jelly.
be somebody picking up a package of pork chops in the grocery store.
Yeah. They all sit there like laughing, and of course every single one of them would be snorting because they're pigs. Anyhow.
Green
How
Jelly
about
just
another?
unlocked the core memory.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I haven't listened
Good
to them
memory.
since I was like 14.
It's so good. Did that song only one time at karaoke. It went okay.
Jesus Christ.
Anyhow, I got another one. Yeah. All right.
It's all right. We'll get through it.
Yeah. Coolest creature. Like, think of a creature in a movie that was done really, really well.
Ooh.
This is actually a perfect one for me because I just got done talking about what I think is the coolest creature.
Okay.
You go. All right. You go, Ryan, because I'm thinking.
Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, the coolest creature ever put to film is Audrey 2 in The Little Shop of Horrors from 1986. Nothing has ever come close to the amazing animatronics, puppet work, everything. Like there was like 50 people that came together and made this plant just 100% believable. Like I can't think of another movie. We were talking about how Aliens took the Best Special Effects Award for 86, and I think that's bullshit. I love the Queen Alien. No way she's as good as that fucking plant.
Yeah. And, and to your point, the Queen Alien didn't have to look as good because they were already planning on shooting it, basically dark, all slicked up, with flashing lights and shit like that going on. So it's like you can get away with a lot and not have your creature look incredible or amazing. Like just about every aspect of that, man-eating plant had to look good on camera because
When I was editing,
they did
when I was
shots from
editing,
all different directions of it.
and when I was editing the video for that one, a lot of the times I edit with the audio turned off so I can focus on what's happening visually.
Mhm.
They did such a good job with that fucking plant that even with the audio off, you can still tell what the plant is saying because its lip movements were that good.
That's something.
Mind-boggling. Anyway, sorry. That's
Yeah.
probably the last time I'll bring that up for a while.
That's interesting. I mean, either the words really well, or it's possible to lip read a fucking plant.
To be fair, it wasn't every word, but there were very specific words that were like coming through quite clear.
Oh shit, I fell behind. Let's see here. Joe says, Ryan, they did a quasi version of that in a movie. I'll look into it. He
Oh,
must have
the
been
Goldilocks.
talking about, yeah, must have been talking about that. And then Dead Time Stories is the movie, does an anthology of fairy tale horror.
Ooh.
And I've heard that title. I don't think I've seen it.
No, I haven't either.
Yeah.
The cover
I
art's
haven't
cool.
either.
I keep seeing it on, I think it's Tubi or something. It's the one where someone's holding up a book and someone stabbed like a dagger into it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like old school hand drawn.
Yeah.
Looks like a drawing out of a fairy tale.
Yeah, I think I've seen that cover somewhere. Nicole, thoughts on best looking creature?
Yes. I do agree with Ryan on the Little Shop of Horrors. I just, when we all had to watch along, that was the first time I had ever seen it. And like you said, the puppet work was phenomenal. And if it was going up against Alien in '86, I'm sorry, it was going up with the first Alien movie.
No, aliens.
Oh, Aliens. Oh,
Yeah. So the Queen Alien and Power Loader. I get it because there's more. Like there's the Power Loader. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on in the movie. It's not just the Queen Alien, but I
right. One thing I loved about the Queen Alien in the second one compared to the first is you see so much more of her. You see how intelligent she is. You see her laying eggs. That whole scene where they showed the tube with the eggs coming down,
That's so
and then
gross.
when she went after Ripley, she just ripped it off of herself. Like it was. I love the Queen Alien. I also thought of Predator.
Ah,
Even though it was a man in a costume, the makeup was phenomenal.
Mhm.
yeah.
The T-Rex from Jurassic Park
Mm.
was all physical. They built a giant Tyrannosaurus Rex, and that's what my brain is going to. I'm going to old school, handmade, not CGI shit. But I think also one of the scariest, in my opinion, one of the scariest creatures ever brought on screen was the devil in The Exorcist.
Oh.
Oh, just a little flashy face?
No, when Linda Blair was possessed, she was the devil,
Oh, okay.
and he's not human.
Yeah.
And she fucking, I still have nightmares. Yeah, no, I agree. I believe it or not, I agree with Ryan. Audrey too was one of the best looking creatures in any movie.
Yeah. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick one, not necessarily because it's they're the best looking creatures, but there's a lot of cool factor to them, and there's just something that I personally like about a creature just being somebody in a suit, and I could say a lot of things along the lines of this, but I'm gonna go with humanoids from the deep. Those fucking things are so gross, and they looked great, and their presence on screen was pretty terrifying. And look, Joe's reading my mind here. Pumpkinhead looked cool,
Yep.
even when he was bored with the movie. Yeah, you're right.
Joe.
Pumpkinhead
God.
was another one that I was going to bring up because
Bored
that's
with the movie? Oh, that's another fairy tale.
Yeah,
Huh?
the old witch in the woods, and yeah.
Oh,
And Joe, if you were bored with Pumpkinhead, that's a whole nother fight we're gonna have to have. Okay,
I'll be in Nicole's corner for that one, Joe.
because Pumpkinhead is one of my all-time favorite movies. Yes.
yeah. Pumpkinhead looks great. I mean,
Yeah.
you could throw Swamp Thing into the mix. I think Swamp Thing looks great.
Oh yeah.
There's just and you mentioned Predator. I think that one's awesome.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just something I think is really cool about suit work, and most of those makeups were pretty clean and pretty cool. But I picked humanoids from the deep because you don't see fish people very much.
Yeah, that's true. Not old school. Not
No.
I don't think I've ever
practical
seen that.
You've
effects.
not seen it?
I don't think so.
Was
well-
that one of the ones at the drive-in in Pittsburgh?
Yeah, one of the ones that we saw at the drive-in. It is a Roger Corman movie,
Mhm.
and I also like to bring it up since we just lost him. and that was probably one of his cooler contributions to cinema. I mean, it gets a bit rapey, you know what I mean? So be advised of that if you're thinking about watching it. But that's, the fish people aren't very kind to humans. So
I think at that point I was in the backseat of your car
eating fries,
eating
Trying-
cheese fries.
and trying to nap.
I had my bucket of cheese fries, trying to take a nap.
Nicole,
I think I caved about halfway through that movie because of the rain.
Nicole just about made herself comatose with cheese fries.
I did. Ate a bucket of
Um,
cheese fries and fell asleep and
and
flipped back to
fell
sleep.
asleep in my car. Good times.
I have to bring this one up or Mike will have a heart attack. Bruce the
Okay.
Shark.
Yeah, Jaws.
Yeah. John.
It did look pretty good, even though he didn't work half the time.
I know. He
It's,
did. He looked good.
Was a good looking shark.
Yeah.
Better than,
I think the sharks in Deep Blue Sea look better than Bruce.
yeah. They may have.
Were they practical effects?
There are practical effect. Yeah, there are practical sharks.
Okay.
There's CGI sharks too, though. The movie's CGI heavy.
yeah.
Like when what's his name, the Skarsgård dude gets his arm bitten off.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's a practical shark reaching up and grabbing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
And there's several other shots that are legit.
Cool. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. They do
Yes.
look great. They do
Yes.
look great.
Thank you, Joe.
And since we're talking about those killer clowns, we can also talk about the creatures in Ernest Scared Stupid, made by the same people. Those look
Which
great
are the
too.
killer clowns with brown face.
That's right. That's right.
I've Olin already gave me shit for this
Owen.
yesterday. Hi, baby. I've never seen an Ernest movie.
You're kidding.
I'm not kidding.
I highly recommend Slam Dunk Ernest. That wasn't a waste of time at all.
Oh. No, thank God I'm terrible at detecting sarcasm. Yes,
I'm still trying to process.
it
that.
was fantastic, wasn't it, Ryan?
I mean,
this,
at one point they call Ernest a black Muslim. So I mean,
it was a question.
And that was-
they're like, when did he become a black Muslim?
and that was right after the furry parade. I'm not making this up.
How is this possible? Two in the same place. I've seen zero Ernest movies. This is crazy to me. Oh my
No,
goodness.
it's not that I intentionally didn't see them. They just never appealed to me. I just never bothered with them.
I feel like I'm in some bizarro world here. What is
Mhm.
happening?
Dogs
Make a
and cats
list
living
for me.
together.
Mass hysteria.
Make a list for me. I'm going to be
It's very
turning
easy.
to
There's
a-
only four. There's only four you need to watch.
Right.
It's Camp, Camp Saves Christmas, Goes to Jail, and Scared Stupid.
Yes.
Scared Stupid was the Halloween one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, with the trolls.
And of those, I would have to say my personal favorite is Ernest Goes to Jail, which is why I was trying to find it last night, and I was upset that I couldn't. Well, without paying for it, you know. If I'm gonna do that, I may as well just buy the physical media. You know what I mean? Anyhow,
We can find the
That's a
special
slippery slope
edition
of
anniversary clamshell.
yeah.
because eventually you're like me and you run out of space.
Oh, true.
Got to start
Yeah.
buying utility shelving just to put your fucking movies on.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Ernest has been a running theme for me for a couple of weeks now because I ended up talking to. I did an interview with Chris Sieber like 2 weeks ago, and we ended up talking about Ernest for a little bit, and it kind of just put him right back in my brain, and I was like, oh, well, I gotta go watch some Ernest movies, you know, and it was they're great. If you watch the right ones. So yeah, he was saying that the fifth one in the franchise, Ernest Rides Again, tanked the franchise, and you no longer got a
It did.
theatrical release after that. So like the very next movie, Ernest Goes to School, went direct to video, which I did watch the other night, and that one is better than Slam Dunk Ernest.
I mean, with the casual racism in Ernest, there's Slam Dunk Ernest. I can only imagine what's going to happen in Ernest Goes to Africa.
Yeah.
There's no way that they're tastefully doing that. I guarantee it.
Is that a
You
real
don't-
movie?
You don't think so? No.
Ernest Goes to
no.
Africa.
Yeah.
Well, that is.
Oh, Ernest Goes to Sleepaway Camp.
Yeah. Ernest Goes to Sleepaway Camp is not a real movie, but it is a pretty.
There
funny
is a poster for it.
But Ernest Goes to Africa is a real movie?
Yes.
Yes.
Are you serious?
I found a cut on YouTube last night. I did not watch it, but I did find it. So
Oh my god.
it's out
I
there.
think that was the last Ernest movie too.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe that. So moving
Off
on.
on a side tangent there.
Mm-hmm.
It's all right. It's all right. Most ridiculous villain.
Hmm.
So, out of all the movies that you've seen that have had a
Ooh.
villain, whom would you say is the most ridiculous?
I feel this question can branch out of horror because really, I just with horror villains, they're all I don't know what do you,
They're all kind of ridiculous. And
No, I can. It's only 8:40. I'll see if I can. I had one in my head, but I'll see if I can get a horror villain.
yeah, doesn't have to be horror. I don't think I'm going to mention a horror villain.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, we are the Scream Until You Like It podcast. I mean, we're not specifically married to horror here. We do classics. We can diversify.
Speaking of Scream Until You Like It, I wore this shirt today. My Scream Until You Like It merch.
Uh-huh. Thank you.
Yeah, when you're in a small little like religious town, not the best shirt to wear because nobody picked up that it was about horror movies.
Huh. Okay. They thought you're some type of, sadomasochist or something.
Just saying that the sentence can be a bit of a double entendre.
Oh my goodness.
I suppose it could.
Today, I was the ridiculous villain.
Ah. Well, somebody had to do it.
All right. Most ridiculous villain.
Uh-huh.
Leprechaun. Sorry. I hate it. It's fucking stupid. Not a fan of him at all. Ginger Dead Man.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of anything that would be like a joke in the real world, like anything like the Ginger Dead Man. Like you just squish him, pick him up, throw him against the wall, he'll break. Like there's no point in having something like that as a villain.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead, Ryan. You pick. I'm thinking.
Oh god. So my roulette, just on a side note, it started pretty tame. I had a bush, but then my second one was this Clamato pickled bean, which I've just followed up with a Bud Light double lime.
Oh my God, what are you doing?
Those two flavors are kind of clashing. I'm not gonna lie.
You say those names, and all I can hear is a bingo caller. I swear to God.
Ugh.
Bud Light double lime. Bud Light double lime.
Oh my god! Wow, you really taste the lime. Anyway, for most ridiculous villain, I'm going with Jeremy Irons in the fucking Dungeons and Dragons movie. I don't know what he was doing, but man, was it working.
Yeah, well, he was going for it. It's the script that was bad.
I always love he would just randomly like throw his hand up in the air and just be like, ah. Like, what is happening?
Fantastic. That's awesome.
Nicole, have you ever seen that movie? There is like one dungeon. And I mean, I feel that's a lie because it's right there in the title, Dungeons, plural.
Mm-hmm.
There are multiple dragons.
Oh, nice. Adam,
Adam.
Good evening.
welcome.
Thank you.
Adam, have you seen the Jeremy Irons Dungeons and Dragons movie?
Is that the one with the Wayans brother?
Yeah.
I have.
I've seen it too. It's so
Do
good.
I hold it in high regard?
No, it was my pick for most outrageous villain.
Oh, okay. Outrageous villain.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Or ridiculous. We can go with that as a word.
Sorry, ridiculous. I can't remember what that.
Ridiculous.
They're the same to me.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
uh, what was I going to say? Oh, did you want to have a selection there, Adam? I feel like I might come back to you for these other ones that we've already done.
Yeah, because we're not that far.
Okay.
in.
I'd kind of like to have your take on this.
Okay.
I would too.
Save the first one for last, though.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll work backwards. So, most ridiculous villain in your mind.
The first one that came to my mind was the guy from The Professional, Gary Oldman. For some reason,
Okay.
I don't know why. And I know that's not horror, but that's the first thing that came to my
Doesn't
mind.
have to be. Doesn't have to be.
Because like that dude, he's just so ridiculous and always. We're never really sure what drugs he's taking, but he's really, really enjoying them.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah,
Almost like orgasmically so.
yeah. For whatever reason, they're in pill form, and he has to
Yeah.
bite. He has to bite them.
He has to bite them. Yeah. It doesn't really, and then it doesn't. It hits his bloodstream like instantly.
Yeah.
Like it like immediately, like he starts to feel it. That's kind of a lame choice, but that was the first thing I thought of. What did you guys pick?
Gary Oldman's delivery of everyone in that movie is probably in my top three lines of all time.
Nicole, what was yours again? I forgot already.
Leprechaun.
Leprechaun. Okay.
Leprechaun.
Yeah. All right. I have not selected mine yet, but mine was gonna be even lamer. I was gonna say John Travolta in Broken Arrow.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
But what a stupid ass movie. I really truly hate that film. But,
It's been quite a number of years since I saw it.
yeah.
It was like him and Christian Slater. Is that who it was?
Yeah. I mean, what an unlikely, duo on screen together. You know what I mean? John
Yeah, for
Travolta
sure.
and Christian Slater.
All these movies came out in the 90s.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I could pick John Travolta again for a ridiculous villain. And he just doesn't do villain well, as far as I'm concerned.
No, he doesn't.
Didn't care for him in Swordfish. Didn't really care for him. And what was that one that he did where he was like, it's like a spy movie or something? Damn
There
it.
was Face Off.
Yeah,
Oh,
he was
yeah,
really
that
good in
was
Face Off.
It's all right.
Oh, what
Yep.
was that spy movie? I
When
think I
he's-
have it on my watch list. Wait.
Like
Shit on Face
like
Off.
evil John Travolta is just like prissy John. Like he just
Yeah.
acts prissy.
I liked him in The Punisher.
Yeah.
I forgot he was in that
He was okay.
Marvel one, right? Or well, the Thomas Jane one, I should say.
Thomas Jane one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot about
No.
that.
What was that called?
I
From
think
Paris with
Battlefield Earth.
Love. Was that
That's
it?
what it was. From Paris.
Yeah, from Paris with Love. Yeah.
Yeah, where he they shaved his head in that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it was.
And I have to say, you're right, as far as him being a bad guy. And I don't consider him a bad guy, but that's just how my twisted mind works. I do not think of John Gotti as a bad guy. But he was horrible. Trying to play a mafia don. I love the movie. His performance was just not great.
Yeah,
Wasn't he the bad guy in The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3 as well?
damn it! I think you're right. I didn't
He
like
just
that
doesn't
either.
have the face for it. He's Danny Zuko, he's just
I'll always remember him
He's
as
Vinnie
the dad
Barbarino.
from Look Who's Talking.
Yeah,
the dad from Look Who's Talking. Yeah.
I
Phenomenon.
guess he didn't become the dad to Look Who's Talking too, but you know what I mean.
yeah. Uh, all right. Well, Adam, the ones that you missed. Coolest creature. So if you could think of some creature from a movie that you thought looked really good.
I mean, there's so many. Like
I know.
that's so. I'll go Pumpkinhead.
Okay.
Yeah.
That one came up. That was secondary because we were naming multiples. That was secondary to Humanoids from the Deep for me.
That's a good pick.
I really like the fish people. They were.
I love little horny fishmen, and they're always horny.
Yeah.
Think about it. Across all genres,
Yeah.
they're
Well, you
horny.
can have on my Tinder
Yeah.
profile.
Yeah.
Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah.
He's just messing with them because he wants to take the girl down to his little fuck shack.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
The Little Mermaid.
The Little Mermaid.
The byline should have been ready to spawn 24/7.
How would that even
Spawn was
work?
the
Like,
other one.
so like
John
she's
Legend.
completely
Shape of
I'm sorry.
Water.
Ariel's completely human, right? So like when it
Ariel?
came time for her and Prince Adam to have babies, like it'd just be normal, right? Or would she just like kind of squat on the floor and like drop a bunch of eggs? And then he just
Well,
like, he just jack it on the eggs.
She gets human legs, doesn't she?
In the end, yeah, she becomes human. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just don't know if her reproductive parts are still like human.
So
Or
every,
would,
like,
would it be like in Splash? Like as soon as they go swimming, they turn into mer people.
Yeah.
Just add water and they, like sea monkeys. Like you add the water and then they just.
All I'm saying is in The Little Mermaid 2, she already had a kid. So Disney purposely left those questions unanswered.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
I did not see part 2.
Sounds like Disney. Yeah. How about
I feel like the shape of Water answers a lot of these questions because you actually see them fornicate in the movie.
wow?
You never saw Shape of Water?
I haven't.
No.
No.
Yeah, dude, I saw it once, and that once
not
was
a big-
enough.
I'm not a
Wow.
huge Guillermo del Toro fan.
I'm really not either. Like all of his foreign stuff is pretty good. Like Pan's Labyrinth, it's hard to pick a movie better than that. Really, honestly, I could have used that for this. Actually, I'm going to change my answer. I'm going to go with that guy, the guy that
Blind.
sees things with his
The Pale
out of
Man.
his
The Pale
hands.
Man.
Yeah,
that was
the
it.
Pale Man. Yeah, that guy rocks. But everything he makes for like English speaking audiences, it always falls so flat for me. But that
Oh,
was not a
no.
question on your card, so I apologize.
I'm
Pale Man looks like
about
one
to
of
go
those-
off on it too. Go ahead, Ryan.
I was gonna say the Pale Man looks like one of those people that just dropped like 300 pounds. All that skin hanging off everywhere.
Wow. Yeah, you should have seen it before you had the lap band done.
Dr. Matt.
Oh, he's got a cape. That's not a cape. Oh,
Oh, that's his foreskin.
That's where I went with it too. Oh,
more like a
another,
scarf.
another one you missed. Best fairy tale inspired horror movie.
Well, I could just use the one I did.
I know,
Did
I really
anyone
will.
say? Yeah, did anyone
No,
say Pan's
nobody
Labyrinth?
We didn't even think of it.
No. No, we didn't.
Let me just think real quick if I can come up with.
And it doesn't even have to specifically be a fairy tale. It could just be a movie that has parallels to a fairy tale.
I'll go with A Company of Wolves. That's like a Red Riding Hood riff, isn't it?
The wraparound
like
is like a Red Riding Hood thing. It's actually kind of like a couple of. It's almost like an anthology movie. It's weird.
Does that count or no? I can.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll accept it. Of course.
one of the best werewolf transformations.
Where just like shit, it comes out of the dude's mouth. Right. Isn't
Isn't
that what happened?
Yeah.
Why do you sound like you're doing your best Don Corleone tonight, Ryan?
Because I've been sick.
Oh man, you really have been sick.
No, this is just what happens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's rough. You feeling
Playing
better?
beer bingo with a Walmart bag.
All right, say this real quick. Look what they did to my boy.
Look what they've done to my boy.
Good. Perfect.
Why you show me such disrespect on this day, the day of my daughter's wedding?
That's pretty good. That's actually pretty good.
You just need a cat on your
I
lap.
know nothing. I know no other lines from that movie. I don't even know. I don't even know if that line is from the movie. I was quoting
It
Family
is.
Guy.
Wow.
It is.
I was
Oh
I was
my
quoting
God.
Family
no,
Guy.
That is from
Oh, awesome. Okay.
What did you guys say? I'm sorry. I'm real curious how you
Oh.
guys answered that one.
I said Rumpelstiltskin and Pinocchio's Revenge.
Okay.
I said
Nicole?
Leprechaun and Ginger Dead Man.
I brought up New Nightmare because of the Hansel and Gretel references in that.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And I wasn't crafty enough to think of anything else. So, I got one left. This is the one we started with. Very first one I pulled out of the bowl was most bangable creature. So,
If you say Pan's Labyrinth, I'm going to be sick. Go ahead.
You just kind of wrap the folds up around it. Like a flashlight.
Most bangable creature. That's a really good one.
Yeah.
I wish I was drunk. Sure, my inhibitions would be down, and I'd be like, Brundlefly. Might be a two bagger, but let's see.
Oh, God.
I mean, I could go easy and go. What's the name of that movie? Species.
Ooh,
That one did come up.
Natasha Hendricks. Yeah.
Yeah.
not by
What'd you
any of
guys
us,
say?
surprisingly.
I had quite a few.
Ah!
I didn't know if it counted or not, but my first reaction was Candyman. And then I went into Arnold Vosloo and the Mummy. What else did I say? The Creeper from Jeepers Creepers.
Okay.
The one from Splice, the girl from Splice.
Yeah.
I think that was it.
I did Aaliyah from Queen of the Damned and the bear from Prophecy. In that order, to be fair.
The bear from Prophecy.
And he brought up Aaliyah, and I'm like, well, if you include vampires as creatures, that opens up a whole new world. Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to think of something like the more humanoid, the better, right?
Right.
So,
Aaliyah got them hips. She just kept rocking them.
yeah.
I, in honor of your Beastmaster episode, I mentioned the witches from that movie.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Actually, all right, I'm gonna go off the cuff. I know I just answered, but I'm gonna go with the nurses from Silent Hill.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That works.
I could make that. I could make it work.
It's some tig old bitties.
Certain angles.
Don't even have to bother with a brown bag. Their faces are already wrapped up.
Yeah,
yeah. I think I even mentioned the claymation Medusa from Clash of the Titans.
Yeah,
that's right, because I would CGI Medusa.
that's fantastic.
Olin says a 50-foot woman.
Hell of a climb.
That's a fetish. I can't remember what it's called.
It took like giantism or something.
Yeah, but it's not that. It's crap. I'm gonna have to look it up. Talk
Oh,
amongst
God.
yourself.
Talk amongst
I'm
yourselves.
about to go on a
Yeah,
list.
I've seen it. And like they'll have like women like sit on dolls and stuff, and they pretend like they're the doll. Like it's you're basically pretending to be smothered by a giant woman.
Turn on too
Oh,
much, you drown.
Does that also go along with like the dudes who like to put on a diaper and be treated like a baby? They get in these like large cribs and stuff, and
Giant high chairs and all
Yeah,
that shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
big milk bottles and stuff.
You know, I know we're not supposed to kink shame, but holy fuck,
But if that's what I've seen some of the strangest shit
that's some
in my
that's
life. If
some
that's,
weird shit, man.
if that's what
I-
turns you on, go for
yeah.
it. You ever see My Strange Addiction? People that have
Yeah.
like love affairs with like inflatable pool toys.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
Or their car or shit like that.
Yeah, you know, I mean,
Macrophilia.
macro.
Macro.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
because micro is small, macro is large. So macrophilia.
Wow. How about that?
I don't got that one.
I do
No.
not either.
No. Yeah. So yeah, I won't kink shame somebody who wants to dress up like a baby. Although I will judge you if you're going to shit in that diaper and expect somebody to change you. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
What the fuck did I come back to?
We're kink shaming.
Yeah. No. I'm judging. Not
I
shaming.
agree.
but, well,
I
Judging.
agree.
what about like the furries that like go in like the like the cat box and stuff? Like they'll do their business in there.
Are you
That's
being
called
serious?
mental illness.
You know about the furries, right? Like the furry, they have a
I know
furry
what a
convention
furry
here.
is.
They
Yeah,
have a furry
I've
convention here in Pittsburgh.
spoken to a
And
few. Yeah.
I've heard horror stories from some of the people that worked in the hotels where the furries were staying. And, like they'll have like a like kitty litter, like
Is that
just
real?
bags of. No, I swear, in the room, and they'll just like go everywhere in the hotel room.
So messed
That
up.
is so disgusting.
Want to go?
I'm never going into a hotel room again.
Guys, want to come to Pittsburgh?
No.
Yeah.
Just shit in the bathtub like a normal person. Jesus Christ.
Christ.
Claire says, I have no idea what topic I just walked in on.
Oh no, we're putting it away. I can't. Oh my god. When Ryan's looking up shit. Yeah.
We
Literally.
went from bangable creatures to this.
Hmm.
Well, speaking of it, the tall thing reminded me though. What's her name from Resident Evil Village? Lady Damascus,
Oh.
whatever her name is. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, she's something.
Although you know what? Sorry, I know we have other topics to hit, but the number one from my childhood would have been the three-breasted lady from Total Recall.
Oh, nice. I didn't even think
I
Yeah.
don't even know. What are you supposed to do with a third breast though? I got two hands.
of that. Okay.
And a mouth.
Yeah,
Go
you
ahead.
could figure that out, couldn't you?
I figured it out real quick.
I don't know. It's just the logistics of it feel.
Yeah, it would be a
Supposed to
little.
pull him aside a bit and
Yeah. Just headbutt the middle one. I don't know.
Yeah.
just go back and forth like a xylophone.
Claire says Rocket Raccoon. Sorry, I'm not proud.
Oh,
Well, Gamora,
No.
Gamora would get it.
Yeah.
Would oh fuck, what is her name?
judging you,
Blanchett.
Claire.
Kate Blanchett played in was it one of the Thor movies?
Oh yeah. She was
Oh,
Thor's
in the
sister.
black.
She was
um,
like Death or whatever.
She had
wasn't
the
she, like-
horns.
Yeah.
She basically
Crap.
played like Death, I think.
This is what happens when famous people play roles. I can't remember their character name because I just remember
Yes.
it's Kate Blanchett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her, if she can be considered a creature, I would get lost in that for days. Jesus Christ.
Actually,
Kate
yeah, that was a
Beckinsale.
good year for because there was also what's her name as Rita Repulsa in the Power Rangers movie.
I'm actually kind of surprised nobody mentioned Tim Curry from Legend, but okay.
Realizing now, by the way, this whole sexy creature thing, this could be a
Uh-huh.
whole hangout.
It could be. It
could
could
be.
be. Like it would be
Bangable
easy to
creature.
go down a rabbit hole and be like, be like, yep, bang that one.
I haven't even
bang that
started
one,
talking
that
about
one.
Lola Bunny from fucking Space Jam.
Underworld Kate Blanchett, without question.
Elizabeth Banks, that's it. Elizabeth Banks played Rita Repulsa.
Rich says Mantis.
Oh, from Guardians of the Galaxy. I think.
See, Ryan knows.
There we go. Yeah, me
Now I'm
too.
going through every Star Wars creature in my brain, going, "Who would I fuck?" None.
Oh, don't say that.
Yeah, in Star Wars it would be tough. In Star Trek, there's a lot.
Chewbacca would be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Star Wars, the dancing chick who's got the weird ear things hanging
Yeah.
down. Maybe.
Yes, good call,
Yeah.
Clint.
Yeah, they got thrown into the pit.
That's right.
I mean, Chewbacca is an interesting case because on the one hand, he flies a spaceship, which
Yes.
you would think you would need a certain level of intelligence to be able to accomplish such a attack. But on the other hand, he can't resist a sack of rotten meat just hanging in the woods.
Yeah, animals
So
have
it's like-
instincts, man.
What's your point?
Well, I'm just like you'd either be getting like a cultivated lover, or he'd just be like, I don't know, peeing and
I'm just saying, bag of rotten meat. That means like that boy's willing to just chow down on anything. Doesn't matter if he's been at the gym for the last 6 hours. He's all about it.
marking his territory.
That's right.
All right, pick something, Clint, before we go even further.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, sorry. This is what
But, yeah, let's bring it
what
down a
happens.
little.
I want to bring it down a little.
Yeah, let's bring it down a little bit
Let's
with
bring it down a little.
favorite suicides.
Like in movies or like real actors?
Look at Ryan's face.
Fucking story. What?
Well, I mean,
Your favorite suicide scene.
well, you can even say most inventive.
Oh,
if
that one.
you'd rather do that because I mean, like we've all seen, dozens of movies where somebody commits suicide in it. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
no. I'm all about it.
Okay.
God.
I
What's in the camera?
It's after 9.
no.
I need
Um,
to check out. See the letters.
Wait until we're ready.
It wasn't original, but it was probably one of the most heartbreaking that I can think of.
Hmm.
And that was Brooks in Shawshank Redemption.
Oh,
That was the first one that
Good.
came to my head.
Oh yeah,
Ryan
that one.
horror.
That
I'm
one
gonna
was
be-
really sobering.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
sad for the rest of the evening. That's for sure.
Yep.
Oh, just picture that guy in a giant diaper shitting himself in a high chair. um,
After he hung himself, because you void when you hang yourself.
Tank
Oh,
Girl is a
that-
whole
that
kangaroo.
was hot.
Yeah, that's-
Kangaroo.
I'm not proud,
Girl is a wall.
just like
Wait.
the mist ending. Oh,
Whoa.
damn.
Joe.
that
Oh yeah.
well,
That's
no,
attempted.
that
That's
wasn't
attempted.
technically that wasn't suicide,
It's attempted suicide.
He attempted
did-
it.
right? But he
Ryan,
didn't kill himself.
boy Ryan.
He was a murderer and then got saved.
Fuck that
Best
ending.
fucking ending in the world. Best ending to a movie ever.
Ruined the entire
I
movie
need
for
to
me.
check it out.
No, made it better.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I did love them. I did love the ending.
First of all, Ryan Sadler was in it, so nothing can ruin it. Okay, because everything he does is just fantastical. All right, you guys go. I'm thinking.
Yeah. Justice, that's what makes it worse.
Did Ryan go?
Michelob Ultra.
Roger Cobb, Ant in the house.
So- I'm going with the ending to my favorite movie. I'm going with Ripley's sacrifice at the end of Alien 3. Not the theatrical cut. I'm going with her death in the assembly cut where she jumps before the queen comes out of it.
Raise your hand, Daddy. Nice. Let's peek out.
Love that kid. That was good.
Why does that make it better? I don't know if I've
Because-
seen the cut you're referring to.
They're nice.
So in the theatrical cut, she
They're
She
cutting
jumps,
us. I
and
cut
immediately
a
as she
monster.
jumps, the queen bursts out of her. So, there's the whole, Lance Hendrickson's like, come with us, we'll take it out. Well, no, that wasn't happening because the queen was on its way out. So Ripley jumped to kill the queen. Whereas in the assembly cut, she jumps and no queen comes out. So she knew they were going to just friggin' steal that creature. So she chose to die over risking them taking it.
Okay.
So making her sacrifice more impactful.
So it wasn't like she was about to die anyway. She actually
Exactly.
sacrificed
Yeah.
herself. I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I
Just
agree.
to
I agree.
remove just remove the chance of them even getting it. Sure, it looks
agree.
cooler in the theatrical cut because the aliens all like. But I
never
really
liked
prefer,
that because, and then because in that part, like she almost
Grabs
cradles it
it.
like it's her baby
Yeah.
or something.
But no, she's
And I'm
dead.
just like,
you can't
what is this?
cradle it.
What is the symbolism you're trying to send me here? I'm not buying it. I like the way you
She just
described it
jumps.
better.
Yeah, she just jumps, goes in the fire. That's it. No alien. Much better.
Want 'em in there?
But yeah, that's my pick. I've never had Michelob Ultra.
Michelob Ultra. Michelob Ultra. I just keep hearing a bingo caller. Jesus Christ. Go ahead.
It tastes like club soda. What the fuck is it?
Fairy tale. It's supposed to
It's a very low calorie beer.
Tastes like ass.
horror.
Ooh.
Yeah, why are you drinking that? Where'd you get that?
Oh, so we never explained. So because Clint's like pulling random beer or random things out of a fishbowl, I've got my Walmart bag full of random beers.
I need a jacket.
I've got a Michelob Ultra.
That's awesome.
Your turn, Daddy.
It's Adam's turn.
This is Kingsman's Golden Circle Country Roads Merlin.
Most
Not hard.
they don't go
Okay.
raise.
Oh my god, that hits hard.
Damn fine hand raise. Thank you. The Beekeeper.
Well, I've never seen The Beekeeper. La, 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 la. Oh, I can't plug my ears.
Yeah, it's not old enough to give spoilers.
No, it's okay. It's
the one with Jason
It's a
Statham.
Jason Statham movie.
Yeah.
Not gonna spoil anything too extravagant.
I'm gonna go with my favorite Aliens movie,
Okay.
which is Aliens, and
Mm.
it's when they're in the ducts and the aliens are closing in on Gorman and Vasquez,
Mhm.
and the only thing they have is the thermal detonator, no, the grenade or whatever. 'Cause that scene is awesome because, like, up until that scene, like Gorman has been a total dick,
Yeah.
like pretty much unlikable. But
Mhm.
that scene pretty much just showed that like he wasn't a bad guy. He was
No.
just not a
Incompetent.
natural. He was just not a natural leader and inexperienced. He was an inexperienced in combat, but he wasn't a bad guy. And when push came to shove, he went to try to save his
Yeah.
men, and it's just a really poignant scene. Like I get a lump in my throat every time that part comes on. I always forget about it,
Yeah.
and then because there's so much action going on, and then in the midst of that chaos, there's like this little moment, and you're just like, oh man, that's awesome. And it's the
Nice.
only scene that Vasquez shows any sort of vulnerability at all. Is
Yeah.
when she's looking at that grenade, you can just see a little tinge of fear in her eyes. And
Mhm. And they both put their hands around it. And,
yeah,
Yeah.
Powerful.
That's a great one.
Vasquez.
Vasquez.
That's
That's what I said.
We've been through this before.
Didn't I say Vasquez?
The Vasquez.
Oh, Vasquez. Vasquez.
Look at the wee
Sure.
stars.
Yeah, I
Very
agree. That scene that hits really hard.
It does.
Whoa.
Because she was one of the strongest female characters ever in film. I mean, she was fantastic.
She took out a xenomorph by her, like hand to hand, blew its freaking
Mhm.
head off with a revolver. Like that's crazy.
Nobody's
And
ever
one-
killed a xenomorph with a pistol like that. Fucking
Dad.
badass.
Duh.
And one of the best lines was when I can't remember who it was, says, "Hey Vasquez, anybody ever mistake you for a man?
Bill
Or
Pullman.
have you ever been mistaken for a man? No, have you?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's the ultimate burn.
Yeah.
It's the ultimate burn. Every time they say he says it, even when you know it's coming, you still go, "Oh,
Yep.
she got him."
Yep.
There's no coming back from that.
The ending of
Mm.
Netflix.
Oh, very good one.
Yeah, good.
so-
Yeah.
That was great.
Oh, it says Bird Box.
Bird Box.
My original
Who committed suicide in Bird Box?
choice was going to be The Omen.
Most of the people.
When she hangs herself.
Mm.
The it's all for you, Damien, and goes.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, that was a good one. See, now they're popping up.
Actually, see, Olin bringing up Bird Box reminded me, despite the movie being a piece of shit, The Happening has some pretty wild suicides.
The lawnmower.
It did.
I
The
Or-
guy just lies down and lets the mower go over him.
Yeah. Or the dude who threw himself off the building at the construction site. I mean,
The multiple people. It was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Girl
And, you
stabbed
know-
herself in the neck with a knitting needle.
Oh,
And
God.
for Shyamalan, it was career suicide, so it completely fit.
He came back.
They still make them make movies. It's like the Olympics every 4 years.
yeah.
They let them make another one every 4 years.
They're like, you got to fulfill your contract.
Yeah,
He's got 2 coming out this summer.
I
So
feel that Avatar was his career suicide.
he's got the one coming out with Josh Hartnett. What's the other one?
The Trap and the Watchers.
I don't know about Watchers.
Looks good. Looks good.
I remember that. The grandma and the sulfur lake and
That
Oh,
was
yeah.
great. Sacrificed herself for her
Yeah.
grandkids. Oh.
But for that matter, you could bring up that dude in the subway in Volcano.
Volcano.
Yeah,
It was that's Drew Carey's brother, right? In the
Yeah.
Drew Carey show?
yeah.
Podcast.
I don't know if it can be considered suicide because he technically didn't do it himself. Terminator in the end of T2 when he gets lowered into the.
I
Oh.
believe that counts.
That counts.
He was, yeah, because he was
Maybe the
He
pet.
told him,
offering himself up.
Right.
yeah, he told him to do it, and he's like, I cannot self-terminate.
Yeah.
So,
We're not on Daddy. We're on Catalina.
but he's
We're
like, he
having
knew
s-
fail. He's like, you
We're
have to
not on
destroy me.
Daddy.
Yeah.
Come.
Side story. Me and Jake are having such a blast
Ow.
going through these Terminator movies.
I love it. I love it.
Jen just joined us for part 3, so we have to take a hiatus
Come here.
just so that we can all be. She wants to jump in now too because she's all in it too. So we're all just watching.
Mhm.
We're excited for part 4.
Yeah.
Well, I am.
Oh,
I know, right? It's good.
I do. That could be considered suicide too. Sam Worthington
Mm.
gave himself up so Batman could have his heart.
There you go.
Forgot
That dude
about
from
that.
Avatar gave up his heart so Batman could live.
Yeah. Yeah. Clint, do you
He must have given him his personality too, because he has his 0.
don't start
That's
with
just
me.
Sam Worthington. He was a Terminator, though. He's not supposed to have a personality.
Yeah, but he didn't know he was a Terminator. He was half human.
Yeah,
half
he was.
Terminator. He wasn't
he
a
had
full-on
brain.
Terminator.
It wasn't a
We're not-
conscious
okay.
decision to act like a tree with an Australian accent.
This could be a 10-hour debate. Clint, favorite suicide?
Oh, yeah, we haven't gotten to Clint yet.
All right.
I got a couple
Hey.
more.
Favorite suicide. Awesome.
Don't shut her in there.
Awesome category.
I shouldn't say favorite. That was wrong. I'm
I'll
sorry.
take favorite suicides for 200. Clint.
Yeah. I'm going to give you the most ridiculous one I can think of. And that is going to be, hey, leave that on. Leave that on. Put it back down. You got to be naked. Go out. Okay. Sorry. I don't want her on camera if she's going to take her clothes off.
Understandable.
That's fair. We actually have viewers now, so it's probably for the best.
She's got the cat. She's good.
Yeah, if you see my camera go off, that's why. Anyhow, Ricky O. If anybody's seen that one, I think a few of you have. The dude
Legend of
who like basically sabukus himself and pulls his entrails out and then tries to choke Ricky to death with it.
What a great movie.
It's fantastic.
I've never seen that.
Well, I have a copy of it. So if there's ever another Poconos trip, I'll bring it. Yeah, so that's one of my favorites. Just because it's so ridiculous.
That's a good one.
I do have one more.
Okay.
Forgive me, Adam. Remake of Dawn of the Dead. The security guard when he's in the truck, and he shoots the propane tanks to blow up. The zombies were coming in, and he was already bitten. And he's like, "Oh fuck me!" And he shoots the propane tanks.
I
and
really like
Yeah.
that in that movie.
Yeah, what because he
Plug it in.
he turns into a good guy at the end.
Yeah,
Like he's
yeah,
a
he
he's a
starts off as
he's
an
like a
asshole.
douche, but like he turns out like he was right all along, and that's kind of what the movie proved.
Yeah,
Yeah. And then he
you know,
sacrifices himself
that
to.
fucking movie.
he
Yeah.
goes like he goes like fucking figures,
Yeah.
and then he shoots. That's a great
That's a great scene.
scene.
And the
So-
guy at the end does it too. He stays behind
Mhm.
because he knows. he's
Oh
gonna turn.
right, that's right.
Yeah.
Wow,
Turn.
another good one.
So I got another one.
Daddy, finish.
Okay.
Now that I had zombies on the brain, I have like 6 that just came to
Yeah.
me. Sorry, Ryan.
This one's not really like this isn't cool or favorite. This is like the most impactful, like one that really like oof me. The old couple that stays in their bed in Titanic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right.
That to this day, if Jen and I are watching this, she loses her shit whenever that scene comes on. She just starts bawling.
Also, Jeanette Goldstein again in Titanic when she stays behind with her kids. She
Oh,
takes
I
them
almost
to the
forgot
bed
that
when
she's
they're
in
Tries
that.
to get them to go to sleep,
Yeah.
which is stupid. They're gonna wake up.
Yeah. Yeah. Submerged in
Oh,
water.
but maybe she killed them while they were asleep.
Oh boy.
Oh, this just got
Oh,
dark.
now that we're down, Jesus Christ.
Getting crazy now.
I hope you didn't put that suggestion I gave you earlier, Clint, in the bowl.
I may
I
have.
said if you want to get really dark.
Oh, it's in there.
Okay, great.
maybe it's next. No.
Pretty good. Just wanted to throw that one out there. That's probably the most impactful one I've ever
It-
seen on film.
Brooks.
Good.
Okay, Brooks and
Quick.
Shawshank was the most.
You're gonna. I have another answer I want to give, but it's also segues into it's a cool little short story. I'll keep it short. I promise.
okay.
But like, do you remember Day of the Dead? I think it's Steel. When Steel gets it, he was like
Yeah.
the big tough guy, and
yeah.
when he finally they got him cornered in a room, and he he has to take out the pistol and do the thing. But there's a scene, a couple scenes before that. I don't know if you guys remember, but it's when how they're always taking the zombies out of the little
Like the
the walled
kennel?
off, the kennel part, and the
mines.
rope breaks. The rope breaks, and the zombie bites the guy, and he's sitting there bleeding. He's like, "Don't let it happen to me. Don't let it happen to me." And then they end up shooting him.
Yeah.
There was a bar in Crafton. I was going to this bar. I didn't have a car, so I was just walking. Crafton is in Pittsburgh, and I was just walking down to this bar, and I was sit on the bar stool with the same guy and shoot the shit with him almost every day. And then he passed away, and I was reading his obituary, and it was him. He was the actor in that movie, that the guy that was holding his throat and going, "Shoot me! I don't want to turn into a zombie." It was freaking him. His name was
Creepy.
Gio. I'm just like, I'm like, how did that never come up? How did me loving horror movies and this guy being in it, and we sat next to each other this whole time, that never come up?
That's
and
crazy.
it never came up once. It's so crazy. And I'm just like, we could have had such awesome conversations. I could have been asking him all these questions about
Yeah.
Romero and the shooting of that movie, and I never did.
Wow.
Maybe that's why he didn't bring it up.
He's a-
Maybe
He's
he
like,
didn't wanna talk
I don't
about
want
it."
to start
would
all
think-
that.
If I was in one movie and it was like well known, and like
Yeah.
his acting in that scene was really good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd want to talk to anybody that would listen to it, especially if I'm an old dude and
Yeah.
just chilling by myself at a
Absolutely.
bar. I want to tell everybody.
Heck yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That's awesome. Ha! Well, I have made another selection.
Mhm.
And this is really just opinion based. Name a movie you think no one should watch.
Are you trying to get me murdered?
No, not at all.
I'm not going to say it, just out of respect for Adam and Paul and Joe. I'm not.
Oh, okay. I see where you're going with that.
Oh God, you and no one
The
should.
Dawn of the Dead? Oh, I don't care.
Um,
That can't be the one.
that was the first one that came to my head, but I'm not going to say it.
There's just nothing you can get out of that movie, huh?
Leprechaun.
Warwick Davis is a national fucking treasure.
Oh, I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. Let me give me a minute. You guys can go. Give me a minute. I don't think we're going to stay in order with this because, yeah. Oh. You guys go ahead. I'm still.
Are you still thinking, Ryan?
Jason Goes to Hell.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Clint. I know you love it. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think of something that
That's
everybody's
fine.
going to agree with me on.
you're not alone in thinking that. There's a lot of
God
people
help me if Adam
that
Marcus
erase that
Yeah, this-
existence.
It's funny because this one's really throwing me for a loop because I think of movies that I would immediately say, and I'm like, well, I mean, I don't enjoy it, but I can understand why people would. Like,
Right.
I'm trying to think of a
That's what I'm
movie that I would
thinking.
say that is like guaranteed, like, hey, I'm doing you a favor. Don't watch this. Jeepers Creepers Reborn.
There you go.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
There is zero redeeming qualities. If you're a fan of the movies, don't watch it. If you're not a fan of the movies, still don't watch it. It is a pile of dog shit. It is boring. I'm at the point now where I can pull off better special effects. Like it's dog shit. It's absolute dog shit. It's borderline unwatchable. It's so bad. It was such a disappointment. That's my pick.
It's a good one. I have two. One is a movie that we watched recently. It's a cult classic. It's held in high regard. It's up there with like Creature from. Well, anyway, it's called The Monster of Piedras Blancas. It's a black and white movie, but it's like held in really high regard. Like people talk about it in the same breath as Creature from the Black Lagoon and like some of these other like like really well-known iconic movies or whatever.
Yeah.
So I was gung ho. I was like, I've never seen this before. I've seen The Monster a bunch of times. Let's throw this thing on. It's just awful. It's so awful. It's almost like nobody knows how to act. Nobody knows the lines. It looks like the most amateur of productions. It's like really, really, really bad. And
I feel it
then
must have been one of the first movies to have a decapitated head on screen, though.
yeah, that was cool. But like they were shooting the monster and like bullets weren't doing anything to it. But at the end, he like whacks him with the butt of the gun, and that's what like hurts him and makes him. It's like okay, they were just using the wrong end of the gun the whole time. But that's one. But one movie that like it kind of started my trend towards like I was completely off the internet until 2006 when I saw The Fountain, which by Darren Aronofsky. Have you guys seen this?
Mm-mm.
He's the guy who did like Requiem for a Dream and
Oh, okay.
some of the Black Swan.
Okay.
It's the most pretentious piece of shit I've ever seen. Like I was just sitting in there laughing my ass off. Well, like all these like highbrow people were looking at me like pissed off in the theater. I was like, I couldn't help it. Like this is absolutely atrocious. It's like it should just be called I don't know. It's just really, really bad. Has anybody seen that?
No, but now I'm picturing all the pretentious people in the theater
Yeah, I mean, it should be
staring
called
at you and being like, "Yeah, who let one of the
Pretentiousness, the
regulars
movie.
into here?
yeah,
One of the common folk."
One of the plebs. We let one of the plebs in.
Can't believe we've been sharing the same oxygen with this
Joe
pleb.
says human centipede movies turn salads.
Agreed. I've never even seen them, and I agree with that. Yeah. Just
The,
the,
I, the idea
Well, when he
of a
said
crisis
turd salad,
now.
I was trying to think, was that in the movie? And I was like, oh no.
Well, they were tossing salads, and there was.
He was like, oh no, that's what he was calling the movies.
God, guys.
Did you think of one, Nicole?
Oh, I thought it too. Yeah. And they're complete opposite sides of the spectrum. Amityville Thanksgiving. I can't. Yeah, it was that bad.
Wow.
And this one,
It's in the new intro.
I know. I saw it. Um,
I was surprised how many of those clips I recognized.
I know, right?
Go ahead.
This other one is not considered horror, and I know it was big, like you said, pretentious. With it had all this symbolism and blah blah blah, and the acting was great, but it was just I left the theater with my sister going, "What the fuck was that?" Mother with Jennifer Lawrence.
That's also Darren Aronofsky, the same director.
Aronofsky, yep.
So
Aronofsky.
bad. Don't even waste your fucking time. It made no sense. It had a horrible fucking scene in it. Just spoiler alert, like they rip the baby apart and start eating it. Like, oh god, I was like, what the fuck? And then it just ends.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So bad.
They're just pretentious pieces of trash. All of his movies.
Yeah. Although I did like
3
Black
was
Swan.
pile of shit too.
I don't know if
There is enjoyment to be had out of Creepshow 3.
I love that Ryan can find the good in just about anything.
Creepshow
Unless-
3 is like an
unless it's an Amityville
R-rated
movie.
Goosebumps episode. Like the stories are so whimsical. Whimsical isn't the right word. It literally feels like they're catering to children, but it's like a hard R. It's such a weird combination. And because of that, I actually don't mind watching it every now and again because I'm just like, what the fuck even is this?
Yeah. Just to clarify, is that poster behind you a nun and a goat looking in astonishment to a frozen coffee?
It's actually a Froster,
says-
which is the
WTF.
Canadian equivalent. What do they have at 7-Eleven? The Frosties or
Slurpees.
the Slurpees?
Okay.
Well, a long time ago, one of my first jobs was working nights at a convenience store. It was called Max, basically the Canadian equivalent of 7-Eleven. And they had this promotion, and the brand, you can't really read the writing, but the brand for that flavor was WTF.
I thought that's what it said.
And there's the nun and the goat worshiping
Oh yeah.
this frozen drink, and it was immediately banned. So they told us to destroy these posters, and
Ooh,
me, being
good
the person
thinking.
I am, took it.
Mhm.
So this is actually probably pretty rare.
That's
I
awesome.
would have too.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think I might have kept one also.
I couldn't help but notice that.
That is a killer poster.
Yeah, I had a lot, but yeah, this was one of the few that they outright said like these need to be destroyed because we've been banned from displaying them.
Wow.
No.
It's sacrilegious or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Ah,
Only if you're
Clearly-
Catholic. And then you have
clearly,
bigger
it's the
problems.
nectar of the gods.
It was a good flavor. It's like this sour mango thing. It was good.
Yeah.
Not better than a pickle slushy.
Where you drank
Ew.
Man was not meant to tamper.
Dude.
I don't get the pickle stuff, man. I don't get it.
I love it.
Like I had a chicken sandwich
pickle.
today. The pickles literally ruined my sandwich.
Oh no. Pickles on a chicken sandwich.
Like you get those little, like you're eating your chicken, and then you got those two little moist. I took them off, but you still have those two moist,
Because the dough goes into it, yeah.
like crop circles, like dill crop circles, sitting on your sandwich, and you take a bite, and it's just like ugh,
Real quick, when I was at
so
the
overwhelming.
New Jersey Horror Con in the vendor room, there was a guy selling homemade fudge, and he had like 150 flavors, and I got some of the pickle fudge, and it was very good. I enjoyed it. Nobody else did, but I did.
God damn! I actually had an involuntary shudder.
It was good.
Oh, yeah.
He had like 3 different flavors of pickle fudge. It was great.
You usually don't get pickle fudge
Yeah,
unless you really, really know someone.
it's like a third date kind of thing.
Like they're-
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to go get a fucking drink.
Mike
I can't even
says
remember
I
what we
get
were
extra
talking about.
pickles at Chick-fil-A. We were
Actually,
talking
yeah,
about
pickles on a
movies no
chicken
one should
sandwich is like the
watch.
greatest invention ever.
Ugh.
Actually, KFC, I don't know if they do it in the States, but KFC here in Canada, they actually put sweet pickles,
Okay.
like bread and butter pickles, on their chicken sandwich, and it's a game changer.
Oh. I do like bread and butter pickles. They're so good.
I still
So
like pickles
good.
on a sandwich. It changes the entire texture.
So you don't put pickles on a burger?
No.
I think you just don't like pickles.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
I like pickles usually by themselves, but I would put bread and butter pickles on other things. Those
Like, what are those real dark pickles called?
little
the
tiny
real-
ones, the
Like
gherkins?
the gherkins. Those are good.
Gherkins.
I could
Yeah.
sit there with like a fork and eat those.
Yeah, they're very
But
sweet.
yeah. But I don't want get them away from my sandwich.
Sorry, I started talking over you, Clint, when you were trying to explain to me what we were supposed to be talking about. What were we? Supposed to be
Movies
talking
no
about?
one should see.
Right.
And
Oh, pickles.
Yeah. I will illustrate that this does not have to be horror to satisfy this topic. I say this merely to be controversial, although yes, I do hate this movie. Last of the Mohicans. I don't think anybody should ever watch that fucking pile of shit.
Really? I love that movie. Why do you hate it? I do. I love that movie. I
I've never seen it.
absolutely love that movie.
Because it's the ridiculous thing that I know I've said this before. I probably said it in a chat where it's supposed to be a historical piece. It's supposed to be a movie that highlights natives, and the way they're treated. And who do they make the protagonist of it? A fucking white guy. You know what I mean? Who
It's like a
was,
Last Samurai thing.
yeah. Adopted by
I mean-
the tribe, and of course he's the focal point. He's the kick-ass sharpshooter, or whatever the fuck he is. You know what I mean? I'm just annoyed by the whole fucking thing.
But it's
That and Dances with Wolves.
to be fair though, it's based on a book that was written like a long time ago, and that's how the book was. That's how the book was set up.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't like that. I could also throw out The Bridges of Madison County. Fuck that movie too.
What angle was it where you didn't understand the topic? And that was your first pick?
I don't remember what
I
that
can't remember.
conversation was about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's
yeah, that's
so
based
long
on
ago.
that book was written in 1826,
Mhm.
and that's just
Yeah.
what they were gonna do. They were totally gonna make a white dude the good guy.
Yeah. And they had Daniel Day-Lewis play him, and for whatever reason, if you use silk instead of a regular patch, you can get a fucking musket ball to go 100 yards further. Get the fuck out of here with that.
This is your Gettysburg. This is your I'm a bus driver at Gettysburg talk.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, musket ball. I don't know. I mean, I guess I could take your word for it.
Yeah. Let's go backwards here for a second. Joe was thinking about Frank
Oh.
from Return of the Living Dead as a zombie killed
that was a
himself
good one.
via cremation. That was a good one.
That was a good one.
Yeah. Mike, what's happening?
I don't know what I walked into. All I know, it was I thought I just
checked into a fucking pickle bashing hangout. Then it got racist. Adam's asking about the dark pickles.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, what the fuck's going on? And then we
I
went
do
to
appreciate when Mike said then it got racist, and I thought we were going to bring up the Mohicans again, but no, he's talking about dark pickles.
Yeah, yeah. That's
and
right.
then we went to the bitches of Madison County.
Yeah,
The bitch, the
that's right.
bitches.
That's
I don't know
right.
what the fuck's going on.
The category that I just tossed out is name a movie no one should watch. I know what you're gonna say.
I bet you it starts with E. I just don't know
say
which one he's going to go with.
I got well.
There's
Mike,
actually two of them that start with E.
start with E. You can take your pick: The Exorcist or E.T.
No, to be fair, Mike, I refrained from picking certain movies because even though I absolutely hate them, I can understand why other people would like them.
And
So
you know
I feel
what?
you can't. I feel you can't pick those two.
You could kind of add Slam Dunk Ernest to the list.
You know what? That's good. That's a good one.
That's fair. That's fair. Probably no one should ever watch that.
What the fuck was that?
And I was so excited for an Ernest movie,
Yeah, me too.
and I was like
That was-
the one I've never seen. So I was like, yeah, let's watch it. I was like, this is awful.
It was an experience.
But he had some kick-ass shoes.
Yeah,
I mean, I watched Mortal Kombat afterwards, and that was very enjoyable. So
we should have just watched Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, probably should have. Maybe we should have watched Kung Pao Wave the Fist like Ryan wanted to do.
Exactly.
No, that movie's awesome.
it would have been equally casually racist, but it would have been funny.
Yeah, exactly.
Now your clothes are red. I love that movie.
That's a lot of nuts.
Yeah, he beats the shit
Oh,
out
God.
of a cow too.
We got
Tonguey.
we got to do a Kung Pao watch along. Oh my god!
Pungy.
And the baby keeps rolling down the hill at the beginning.
Oh, we have to watch that.
I keep
Oh,
waiting
that
for
movie was
Nicole
my
to come
entire
back. I don't know what's
personality
going
for
on.
like 3 months. Yeah, I don't know. Just jump into the next one. We can always circle back
Okay.
to her.
Well, I was going to show her this comment: movies no one should ever watch.
They were not
Can you
too
pull up the
remake.
comment again?
What's that?
Can you pull that comment up again?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, okay. So we'll save it.
Should we get Mike up to speed? So we got his movies.
Actually, that's a good idea. Yeah, because that way we
No,
can.
'cause I still have no
Nicole might
idea
be
what
back.
the fuck's going on.
Okay. Well, I put random movie topics into a bowl, and I've been picking them out one at a time.
Okay.
So some of them are kind of normal, some of them are a little off the wall. So, and it's just like a challenge. So, what's the first thing you think of? You know what I mean?
All righty.
So, what do you think is the best fairy tale inspired horror movie?
Say that again. The best fairy tale.
Fairy tale inspired horror film. So it doesn't have to directly follow like the story of a fairy tale. Just be inspired by it.
Hansel and Gretel. The one with,
Jeremy
Witch.
Renner.
Jeremy
Yeah.
Renner?
yeah, with Jeremy Renner and
Yeah, that one did come out.
Jensen as the witch. That's a great movie.
Very good. Very good. Favorite suicide?
I love this one.
Christ.
Back to this. We can't get away from it.
Favorite suicide.
You or it doesn't have to be a favorite, but you could pick one that's memorable.
Memorable.
Yeah.
Or one that's really cool or inventive. You know what I mean?
I forgot his name. The dude in Officer and Gentleman.
Oh shit. Okay.
I don't remember that.
Guy who hung himself in the shower with his belt.
Oh.
Yeah. After he swallowed an engagement ring.
He's
Yeah.
like, watch
I
this.
don't remember any of that.
Oh, you don't? Well, it was it was in the second half of the film. It was toward the
Yeah.
end.
You saying I got a short attention span?
Oh, well, by the second half, how many IPAs were you in?
It was like 13, so
Oh,
like 3.
oh. So like 6.
Yeah.
I'm stuffing the face with cannolis like all Italians do.
Hey, those are great. I can't blame you. If I had them around, I'd be eating those too, even though they got gluten in them. All right. Coolest creature.
Coolest creature.
Yeah.
Does Frankenstein count?
Of course it does.
Oh, sure.
That'll always be my go-to.
All right. Most ridiculous villain.
Most ridiculous villain.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous, but also the funniest when Mark Hamill plays Cockknocker.
That's funny. I didn't even think of that one.
And Jay Muse, why did they call you Cockknocker?
Well, it's a really funny story. It's oh, avenge me, him night.
It's
The
awesome.
movie's amazing.
Yep.
Hi, Mike.
Hello.
And I'd love to get your take on this.
Oh God.
Most bangable creature.
Frankenstein again.
I'm sorry to think.
The three-titty chicken total recall.
Oh, there you go.
Justified. Justified.
Yes.
These are
the
too
one.
easy.
Yeah. Nicole, you missed a comment on movies that no one should ever watch.
I love you
He's-
too, Owen.
He's right, you know.
Remember, Friday, I'm going to be there and you're going to be physically impaired. You're going to have to watch what I put on.
You won't
Might
be
be
able to-
time for a little refresher of
Oh,
that Little
geez.
Shit remake.
So you're reenacting Misery while you're there?
Yeah.
Olin, if you're in danger, post something on Facebook about a cake recipe.
Olin with like two pits in his eyes watching.
Cake
I'm very curious. Why do you have an affinity for the Nightmare remake?
I don't have an affinity for it. We argue about it because I said it's not great. You know, it does have a lot of issues, but it
Uh-huh.
does have some good stuff in it too. They did do a few things right, and Olin disagrees with me on that. And it's a constant fight.
I would argue that it's better than part 5.
I would definitely watch the remake before again.
I
Before
just-
part 5 or
I just
6.
can't get past the makeup myself. He just looks like a burnt cat.
Yeah.
It's kind of creepy.
Bird cat.
I'd be scared of a burnt cat. Anyway, sorry. What's our next topic, Clint?
Let's see here. Evil moms.
I can only
Who's-
pick one.
Who's got a favorite evil mom flick?
There's so many. Honestly, I'm gonna go with the OG. I'm going with Psycho.
Yeah, it's hard to beat that one.
It's hard to beat Mrs. Bates.
Yep. You spend the whole movie thinking
It's
she's
her.
doing the killing and she's
Yeah.
evil and it's Norman all along. So does it still count?
Yeah.
Even though he's doing the killing?
It
But we
does
know what
because
she
we
did
see
to
her
him
in part
before.
4.
Mhm.
Yeah, part 4 was the prequel. So
Yeah. Once you have the backstory.
yeah, with the actress who looks like wallpaper, as Ryan likes to say.
Olivia Hussey?
Olivia Hussey. What did you say? She's a cardboard cutout. What did you
I know, it was wallpaper or plywood. I can't remember. She has the
It was
personality.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has the acting range of a piece of particle board or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
She's
one
so hot.
has
She's so hot though.
Yeah. No one has ever been more expressive on camera than she was at the end of it.
I got to agree there. That was bad.
I mean, to be fair, she was the perfect actress for that role because she spends most of the time.
Catatonic.
You could have just used a marquee of her. You'd be like, okay.
Yeah. They could
Kidding. I'm
have.
sure she's very nice.
They could have just
Um,
done a life cast of her
Yeah.
and just let her stay home.
It was the range that was the problem. Like, if she's gonna be, do nothing, then just do nothing through the whole movie. Don't go from 1 second being like a piece of driftwood to clutching your chest and screaming at the top of your lungs. Like, I feel there's steps that have to be taken.
Ryan, you have an evil mom?
I'm going with Kathleen Turner from Serial Mom.
Good one. She
John
wasn't evil. She
She
wasn't
was
evil.
pretty
She was defending her
evil.
family.
Yeah, she was kind of.
Yeah, she's a little evil.
She did murder people.
She
She's
killed a
she's
woman
like
for wearing white
Jigsaw.
after Labor Day.
John Gotti. Like, they're not bad. They're just protecting their own.
It's a testament to that movie, though. The most fucked up thing in it is that little old lady who's getting the little dog to lick her toes.
So bad. Oh, God. It was so gross.
That's like the most fucked up part of the whole movie.
Rewind. Yeah. I love that movie. I
Kills
love
her with a fucking rack of lamb.
They're pussy willows, Dottie. Yes, they're yeah. I'm gonna keep going, so everybody just
Anyway, I absolutely love Serial Mom. Such a great fucking movie. John Waters. I don't know if there's a single John Waters movie I don't like.
yeah.
Pink Flamingos.
I've never seen Pink Flamingos.
I haven't either.
Yeah, me neither.
I mean,
Seen
once
Serial Mom.
once you see somebody eat a dog turd in real time,
Yeah,
You
that
might-
is a scene
you
in
might-
that movie.
you might say to yourself, maybe I don't like this movie.
I mean, Hairspray, Crybaby.
Crybaby's one of my favorites.
Damn.
What's her name? Hatchet Face.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic movie.
Dipper
All
eats a dog turd in American Wedding.
Uh,
Gross.
And it
Mike,
was off too. It was all
But,
in
like-
There you go.
but in Pink Flamingos, it's real though.
Ah.
Like you see it come out of the dog,
Oh boy.
and then she just picks it up.
So gross. That is
It's art. It's art.
that is
Wait,
yeah.
no. No,
puppies and rainbows. Puppies and rainbows. Puppies and rainbows. Johnny Depp and Crybaby. Puppies and rainbows.
Doctor.
Adam, what do you got?
So much.
How about Piper Laurie
Ooh.
in Carrie?
That's what Joe said in the comments.
Yep.
I
Good
can see
thinking.
your
Good thinking.
I can see your dirty pillows. That's what she said.
Yep. Could smell the whiskey on his breath, and I liked it. What you're having enough here, Missy. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Talking to the dog. Go ahead.
Just quick Carrie comment. Have we all seen The Rage Carrie 2?
Yes.
I liked it. I thought it was a good follow up. Does anybody else
It
think that
wasn't
movie
bad.
kind of
I
It
have
was
not.
all
seen it.
right.
I like that they
until-
brought back what's her name,
Who did they bring back? I don't even remember.
Sue Snell. They brought back.
Yeah,
I can't
the-
remember her real name.
the coach?
Oh,
No, the coach died.
Sorry, the therapist or the counselor, right?
What?
we just go through all the characters.
You're just gonna run over the whole school faculty.
Yeah, no, it was someone from the school faculty.
It was the
No,
janitor.
it was the,
Oh, wait a
the
minute.
one friend who survived. That's right. It was one of the
Yes,
girls.
yeah, the one who
Security
gave
guard.
her boyfriend
Oh, wait.
for
Yeah,
Carrie
yeah.
to go with him.
Okay.
Yes. Like the
That's
gym teacher
right.
got broken in
That's
half
Right. It was the
by the
mailman.
lighting. In the kitchen with the wrench.
All right.
Oh, that was good. Piper Laurie played that fantastically.
Yeah, she was really good. And I think that was the first. Well, it probably wasn't the first jump scare, but it was the first great jump scare was with her hand coming through
Oh
the
my
grave at the
God,
end.
I was like 9 years old when I saw it.
That didn't work on me.
Scared the
I think I had
shit
checked
out of
out
me.
by that time. was getting big Joan Crawford vibes from her, from Piper Laurie.
Yeah,
Faye
Wa-
Dunaway. Oh my god.
wire hangers.
That's my pick.
Wire hangers.
Oh, did we? I hate it when that happens.
Oh, I'm
Did
sorry,
we,
Mike.
we talk about your
Oh
pick?
no!
No, I could give two shits, but it was a good segue into my pick.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
there's
love
there's no worse mother. I mean, batshit
No,
fucking crazy.
yeah.
Fucking, I mean, even when I saw the kid, I was like, "What the fuck?" But apparently, I was a fucking pain in the ass kid. My mother was like, "You would have fixed her ass." I was like, "You're damn right, I would." But yeah, I mean, like usually any horror movie, any other movie where the mother's crazy, I'm like she's no Faye Dunaway.
Right. Yeah.
She brought it to another fucking level.
Yeah, she really did.
Faye Dunaway.
Yeah, because
Like, you
I've never
believe
finished
her
that movie.
craziness.
Hmm.
Did you say you've never seen it, Ryan?
no, I've never finished it.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't finish it. It made me. I didn't like it.
I quote that movie all the time.
It was too good at what it was setting out to do.
Yeah.
It did. It made people uncomfortable. It is.
Waking their kids up at 3 a.m. because they're on wire hangers. Like, that's sick. It's so sick.
And that little girl actually got hurt in that scene.
Really?
Yeah, they had her legs wrapped in. I mean, for some of it, they used a doll. But in the scenes where you see her, she was wrapped from the waist down in cotton, in like layers and layers of thick cotton, so she wouldn't feel the hanger. When they were swinging, so every so often it hit her back, and she actually had welts all over her back from that scene.
Wow.
God damn.
But the best scene
Just-
of all is the boardroom. I love the boardroom scene. Don't
Just for
fuck with me, fellas.
She made the kid sit there for like 3 days because she didn't eat her food.
Yep, she gave her the same plate for like 3 days.
Wow. That's
just for continuity purposes, I just have to bring it up. I'm a Joan Crawford guy. I take her side. I don't believe her kids.
wow.
She wasn't around to defend herself.
Oh God. Okay. I'm also going to help out Adam here. He's not being serious. That's a running gag. Or is it?
And that's a good 6 degrees because Diana Scarwood, who played Christina, was also in Psycho 3.
Oh, well.
Joe says the mother from Flowers in the Attic, or the
Oh, good
mother's
one.
mother.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, both of them. Both of them were
Keeps
fucking nuts.
coming back into my life.
Flowers in the attic. So that's because every fucking Amityville has fucking incest.
Yeah. If somebody picked Mommy Dearest, I was going to say stop or my mom will shoot.
He was a cool
Still-
mom.
Estelle Getty.
But it's so getty.
That's
I
funny.
think only me and Nicole have seen it, but Nicole, would you think would Inside count?
Because I've never seen it.
Oh, have you seen it? I can't remember. Would Inside count?
Ryan has seen it, yes.
No, because she wasn't. Oh,
No,
but
because
was
she
at the end of the
wasn't-
movie. She was at the end of the movie.
She was, neither one of them was.
But at the end of the movie, she
villain
was.
lost her baby in the accident.
Yeah. So okay.
But
And
You're
the
right.
pregnant
It was-
woman was
but
trying
she
to
took the
protect her
baby.
baby.
But
Right.
she took the
But
baby at
then
the
at
end.
the
She's
end,
the
she
baby's
took
mother,
the baby
Right.
from its mother.
and she's the new mom.
But she was
Right.
rocking it very sweetly at the end
With her burnt face.
with her burnt face.
Adam, I purposely avoided mentioning that movie, by the way. So thank you for bringing it up.
I'm gonna watch some candy cutting videos now.
Sakes.
Very nice. Very nice.
Hate that fucking movie so bad.
One of the ones I'm going to bring up has an evil mom on a technicality. Mom and Dad. If you remember that movie with Nick Cage,
Oh yeah.
where
I love that movie.
adults got like some like sickness that made them like want to murder their children.
Yeah.
and yeah, so I think of the couple in the movie, just trying to murder their kids in the house. So there's an evil mom in that, several evil moms. And another one that came to mind was the woman who was poisoning her kid in The Sixth Sense.
Oh God, that
Yeah.
scene.
Mhm.
That scene still gets me.
Yeah,
She poisoned both of them.
yeah,
One of them died, and then somebody at the funeral said, "And now the youngest one is sick."
Yeah.
And she was trying
Yeah.
to save kids.
When the dad finds out and and everyone's looking at her.
Yeah. You were
Crazy.
keeping her sick.
yeah.
That's
scene.
fucked up.
Yeah.
Super, super fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I'm
On a
surprised-
lighter note,
Mhm.
go ahead.
A lighter note.
As I
No.
keep it dark. I'm surprised nobody said Friday the 13th, but
Oh,
I thought about it.
yeah, I don't. Again, she wasn't really a bad mom. She was defending her kid. I probably would have done the same thing.
Well, he was already dead.
yeah.
Or
Yeah.
was he?
Her biggest
was
thing was
blaming
letting the
people who had nothing
counselors
to
be
do
in
with it.
charge of him. She shouldn't have let the counselors be in charge of him
Yeah.
if he was special needs. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got another honorable mention. The mother in what was it in Jigsaw, Laura Vandervoort. When you find out she killed her kid and blamed her husband.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
good one.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then he killed
Not only
himself.
did she kill the kid, she made the husband go to jail for it. And he was so fucking upset because he believed it. He killed himself.
Right.
There's another suicide. There we
Wow.
go.
That movie was fucked up.
Yeah.
Anyway, all I'm trying to bring up is that scene in Mom and Dad where Nicolas Cage is beating the shit out of the girl's boyfriend, and he just artistically like brings his hand up in the air just so he can bring it down again to like fucking slap that kid across the face. That'd be amazing. Nicolas Cage, man,
I haven't seen that movie. Is it worth watching?
absolutely. It drops. The ending is good, but the movie is so insane that you wish the ending kept up that momentum, and it just kind of fizzles out. It's still a good ending, but I kind of wanted it to just keep going more over the top.
It's him and Selma Blair, right?
No.
Who's the mom?
Ooh.
Who's the mom in that? I am looking it up.
And
Mama for
Mom
Mom
and
and Dad.
Yep.
Mama Fratelli from the Goonies, though. Yeah. She kept Sloth chained up.
Yeah.
Selma Blair.
Selma Blair.
Mm.
Isn't that what I said?
Yeah.
That's
Is
what
it?
you said.
Okay.
I was thinking of someone else. Oh, I was thinking. No, I thought you said what's her name from Ready or Not.
Oh, not Margot Kidder, the one that looks like Margot Kidder. Not
mean
Margot
Margot
Kidder.
Robbie?
Margot
One back to
Robbie.
tape, Clint. One back to tape. No, I don't really care.
I think I did hear you say Selma Blair.
You probably did. I was just thinking of. Oh my God. She's Viggo Mortensen's niece. Or not Viggo
Samara
Mortensen.
Samara.
Samara
Yeah.
Weaving. I thought I heard Samara Weaving.
You got Samara Weaving at a Selma Blair.
I always have Samara Weaving in the back of my head.
Somewhere in the brains.
Another Fruit Loop mom was the mom in Cobweb.
Ah, shit.
She was
Yeah.
just a fucking whack job and just kept baking cookies and
Pretending that
Yeah,
the child
yeah.
wasn't locked in the walls.
Oh,
Yeah, I forgot about her.
how about the mom from Black Christmas? I just thought of that. The Black Christmas remake.
Oh,
Ew.
that's a remake.
It's Flowers in the Attic again.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna throw out Mother from Alien because she could have stopped.
Ah.
She could have stopped the self-destruct. But she chose not to.
Hmm.
can I mention my mom for not using the cup I got her for her birthday?
No, you may not. Oh my God.
You want to see the awesome cup?
Mrs. Mazzy. Oh my God. Be nice to your mother. She's a lovely woman.
Look,
And
You've
she
been
loves
giving her
it.
shit for
I got
days
my
about
mother
it.
a cup with all pictures of me on it. Look,
Oh, my
Jesus
God.
Christ.
playing,
Yeah.
and she used it for like a week, and then she recently cleaned out all the things, and I saw it again. And then I was like, "Why don't you just throw it out?" She goes, "No, I'm not throwing it out." But she put it all the way in the back of the closet. I was like, "You have no intention of using that fucking mug."
Uh,
Yeah, so I changed my pick to my own mom.
yeah, he's been guilt
Mom-
tripping her all week.
Stop
Yeah. Oh man.
She makes a hell of a lasagna, though.
And
Yeah.
it was her helping me make that other thing, the chicken marsala. It came out so good.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't make her use the fucking mug. I had to find pictures that fit on the stupid fucking in the Snapfish mug in the program, and
yeah.
fucking unappreciative.
Was that for Mother's Day? Is that what the occasion was? When you
I think
gave
it
it
was-
to her? Or?
It was either Mother's Day or her birthday or one thing, but
Okay.
She's a lovely woman.
I'd use that mug every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
maybe I'll give it to you. She doesn't. use it. But no, if I don't see you using it, you're gonna get the same fucking treatment. Like, fucking Adam,
Yeah.
don't use the fucking mug. Adam put it in the back of his closet.
I take it with me to work and
I'm
not
gonna tell her
explain
tomorrow.
who
I'm
you
gonna
were.
say I told everybody about the mug. They all said you're a fucking bitch. That's a fucking mug, you should use it.
Yeah. I would use it just so people would ask me, "Who the fuck is on your mug?"
And then
Like it's nice.
I'd just go. I'd be like, I'd rather not talk about it. And then just
Yeah.
That's it. I'm making mugs for everybody.
keep drinking, and then but just keep drinking out of it.
Yeah. I'd be like, "You don't know?" Well, I'm not
Yeah, you
telling
don't know. Yeah. I thought we were friends,
Yeah. Yeah. Just shows you never listened to me.
right?
Next Pocono trip, everybody gets a mug with me on it.
My God.
Like I told you the whole story, standing next to you by the urinal. You don't remember?
Yeah.
That's right.
We'll go to leave the Poconos on Sunday. I'll find them all in the garbage.
Yeah.
I'm putting it right on my desk and keeping my lollipops in it.
I was gonna say,
I don't know what that means, but I'm happy.
Whose windows
the-
open?
fuck's camera was
mine.
that from?
Yeah, that wasn't mine.
On mine.
Yeah. That's mine.
Did Catalina just say fucking him out?
No.
Later,
Dude.
Dad.
Some douche on a motorcycle just drove by the house.
I hate people.
Yeah. Yep. Well, would you like a new category?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
All right.
This one was too traumatic.
Yeah. This one just says an old movie you think everyone should see.
No, the bottom row is definitely going to have an opinion about this.
Man. Too many to even name.
Mm-hmm. First one that came to my mind was Man of a Thousand Faces. With James Cagney as the story of Lon Chaney.
Oh, that's cool.
That's definitely something everyone should see. Not just horror fans, but everyone.
Excellent movie.
Yes.
Awesome.
If we're going
That's
that old.
That's hey, I'm fine with it. You can go as old as you want.
So yeah,
Uh,
what constitutes old?
Well,
Well, I heard Guns N' Roses on the oldies station here. Like a
Ha!
month ago. So 80s and below.
Well, I mean, yeah, that is difficult to state. You know what I mean? But it's like we'll say movies before your memory. So, like, if you grew up in the '80s, that's going to be very close to you. But if you tried things, from like the '70s or the '60s or the '50s, you know what I mean? That's before your memory. You're watching, cinema that's been around a while. Maybe not everybody's seen it. So I'm just talking about movies that perhaps you've seen and don't think everybody else has, but you would recommend it? Tough one.
It's tough in the sense of I don't know which one I want to talk about. Whose turn is it?
Someone else go. I have
Yeah,
no.
you can go if
I
you want.
just went, so
Yeah, I got.
Boy, what do I even? I'll go. I'll go as old as you can go.
Okay.
Just about. I'll go. If you are someone that is really interested in cinema and the history of cinema,
Mhm.
you should see. Everyone should see Nosferatu, 1922.
agreed.
Was it Murnau? F.W. Murnau.
Max Shrek.
Just Max Shrek. I mean that movie. Like you can just like around Halloween time. Sometimes I'll just have it playing in the background,
Mhm.
and it's just like Halloween decoration. It's such a creepy, beautiful looking film,
Mhm.
and it's just in a strange way still holds up. For a lot of people, they couldn't get by the fact that it's a silent film and you have to read everything, and the music's very of its time. Just orchestra pieces and stuff. But that you can't beat that vampire. Like I don't think that design has ever been topped. I mean, it resurfaces all the time in
Yeah.
things like Salem's Lot and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I just think it's a really good movie. I think everyone should watch it at least once.
I mean, for 1922, the makeup alone for 1920, that was over 100 years ago, and it just, like I said, it holds up. It really does. It's creepy as hell.
Sweet.
Mike,
Mike, what do you think?
I agree with Adam 100%. If you get a lot of people that won't watch it just because it's a silent movie, but I mean, even as far as vampires go, he's one of the creepiest looking you'll ever see.
hmm
It looks
Absolutely.
like nothing that we see today.
Yeah.
So
Comes
I
close.
agree. It's something everybody should watch and like try to appreciate it. And then what was that movie with
John Malkovich and Willem Dafoe.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Shadow-
was just thinking that Shadow of the
Shadow
Vampire.
of the Vampire, and the reason that's so believable is because of how good this movie is.
Yeah, and it's like then you really get a feel for like what kind of a lunatic that guy was back when.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
So that makes it even
What a good
more
movie.
of a crazy movie to watch.
Such
Yeah.
a good movie.
This is a good call from Joe.
Very good call.
Yeah.
Carnival of Souls. That is
Yeah.
a good one. And everyone should see it. I did watch this, although I still have to get around to watching Nosferatu.
You haven't seen the original?
I've
It's
not.
fine.
Oh, Clint, you got to see it.
Yeah. I believe you.
I think it's a little over an hour, if that.
Yeah, it's not
What the
even.
runtime is.
long.
It's
Where's my notepad?
it's an hour and 21 minutes. All right.
Oh, it says The Bat with Vincent Price and Agnes Moorehead.
That was
Good
good.
call.
That was good.
That's another great thing about all those really old movies. They're like 70 minutes of like
Yeah.
give or take. So like you're not sitting
Awesome.
there for 2.5 hours and
Right.
like they put the movie on, they get to the point, and it's like
hmm
You can watch 4 movies in a night, easy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you can go back Phantom of the Opera and, the original Frankenstein and, all the classics.
Huh.
What was that movie?
Ryan is struggling. he
He
looks like
is.
he,
He looks,
Nah.
he looks constipated.
Oh,
Like he's really.
looks like he just had some bad hot
I
ones.
mean, this is ignorance on my part, guys. I admit. I'm not a fan of.
We've watched a bunch lately. You can't
I
think of
know,
one.
and,
I mean, you
like,
can
the
go to the
must-see?
70s,
No, I'm not doing 70s.
like
That's
Kingdom of the Spiders, and
There was one you actually
Yeah,
wrote
yeah.
a rave review, a rave Ryan review.
Yeah, but it's not like everybody's got to see this kind of thing. Honestly, the only movie I can think of that is even before the 70s that I am like everybody should watch this is probably, and it's not horror. Cecil B. DeMille's The Ten Commandments from
Okay.
1956.
definitely.
Oh,
Just from a technical standpoint, that movie is fucking insane.
Yeah.
Yul Brynner, Charlton Heston acting the shit over each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 3.5 hours long, and for some reason, it just fucking flies by. And that's
I've
my
never
problem with
seen
a lot of these older. My problem with a lot of these older movies is, I know they're like 70 minutes or 65 minutes, but holy fuck, they feel like they're 2 hours long.
Yeah.
Yvonne DeCarlo's in it too. Billy
Yeah.
Munster.
But yeah, that's the only one I can think of. I'm trying to think of anything else, even
There's
something
one-
horror related.
Come on, there is one. There is.
Even the ones I really liked, like we watched Bride of Frankenstein, Creature from the Black Lagoon.
yeah.
Yeah,
Can't throw those out there.
it's fine. It's good. I think I gave it like a 3.5. Like
The Godfather.
10 Commandments is 4.5 easy for me. 4.5 out of 5. Like it is a must see. Just like again, from a technical standpoint alone, this movie is insane.
The
I'm sorry.
Shining.
These older horror movies,
There's so many.
they're kind of boring.
The Shining.
What about a Godzilla movie?
Yeah, some of the old Godzilla movies.
Like
I'd rather watch
Godzilla.
the 10 Commandments over Godzilla 54. Yeah, but I'm not going to tell anybody I'm not going to tell anybody right now they got to go out and see like Godzilla versus King.
I'd rather watch-
Godzilla.
The subject matter alone just is like, I don't want to watch a religious movie. Bring me Godzilla.
It doesn't even feel like a religious movie though.
It doesn't.
Really?
It doesn't.
I've never. Truth
mean,
be told,
we're-
I've never seen it.
Honestly, we're all horror fans here. That, in my opinion, the scariest book in the entire world is the Bible.
Oh, here we
There's
go.
some serious fucking scary shit in there. Believe
Oh,
whatever
there
you
is.
believe, whatever you believe,
Yeah,
you believe.
oh.
I'm not preaching. I'm not.
You mean
I'm just
the
saying-
literal stories? I get it. Yeah,
It is terrifying
yeah.
what happens to these people and what these people go through. It's scary.
Plus, Charlton Heston is charming as fuck.
He's
Yeah,
great. I
yeah.
love Charlton Heston.
I like Ace Ventura's impression of him. Repent.
Shall be saved.
Was he a good actor though? I always.
Yes.
Have you
put him
seen
in the-
Planet of the Apes?
Yeah.
He's always just Charlton Heston.
Get your stinking paws off.
Yeah,
You damn
Damn
dirty,
dirty
ape.
apes.
Speaking of Planet of the Apes, the only thing I
He
don't
was
get
a
about that
national
movie,
treasure.
Yeah.
how did they
Charlton
get the
Heston.
Statue of Liberty all the way to the Planet of the Apes?
Oh,
Are we doing this?
No, I just figured I'd end with that.
that's funny. That's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm sorry. I get it. And I love that you and Mike love these old movies, but holy fuck. No, I'm sorry.
But like the funny thing
Horror
is that
didn't become relevant till the 70s.
a lot of the schlocky movies that you like the effects in these movies are better,
Mhm.
It's not the effects I
and
like.
and the acting and story, and like I don't know, they're very similar to like Carnosaur too.
No, it's the feng shui. They don't get the feng shui down.
The makeup and the effects for the time was so ahead of its time and more creative, and they didn't have anything that they have today to make these effects.
Yeah,
I feel if I had grown up with these, like you guys did, I'd be singing a different tune right now.
Yeah.
But I grew up with Roger
get it.
Corman. I grew up with what's his name? Q the Winged Serpent. Fuck.
Oh,
Larry Cohen
yeah.
and Chucky Band. Like these are the guys I grew up with. So
Well, Roger Corman, you could have put Pit in the Pendulum.
no, there's only one Pit in the Pendulum movie, and that is Full Moon's production of the Pit in the Pendulum with Lance Henriksen.
Oh. Wow.
Hmm.
Didn't even pick Vincent Price with Full Moon. Well,
Oh fuck the Vincent Price, The Tingler.
Oh yeah,
The
the Tingler.
Everybody needs to watch The Tingler. That movie fucking
We knew
slaps.
we'd get it out of you eventually.
The Tingler's
That
awesome.
one was good. That one was good. Oh, William Castle. You know what? Yeah, no, there we go. House on Haunted Hill, 13 Ghosts. Like William Castle was a fucking genius.
Yeah,
awesome.
There you go, boys.
good one.
Fantastic.
Like I regret so much not like seeing those, being around to see those in the theater.
Get
I'd
your
pay
ass-
good money to relive that. You know?
Like House on Haunted Hill, they had the skeleton flying through the
Yeah.
theater. The Tingler, they had the buzzers under the seats.
They had the cattle prod that zapped your ass.
Shit like
I'd
that
pay-
anymore.
I'd pay.
I think it would. Somebody needs to, if not us, somebody needs to do that like they did in the movie Popcorn. Like bring
Yeah.
it back, like one night, 3 movies, and do all the gimmicky stuff.
Look,
That would
all
be-
I'm
that
saying
would
is
be
I
rough.
love you guys enough. If we got to do a night at the Poconos where I tase you, I'm down for that.
Awesome. I've seen a few older movies that were impactful to me that I feel everyone should see. If you have not seen it, I recommend The Bad Seed from 1956.
Good one.
That is an incredible movie. That little
Yeah.
girl is frightening.
Yeah.
And you actually feel like the mother's fear and anxiety, you know, that knowing that her child is evil and nobody believes her.
Yeah. Yeah, great movie.
Yeah. It's a fantastic film. Something a little bit, I feel like I pick more serious films like when I think about this. You know, like I can tell you Blake Edwards did a movie called Days of Wine and Roses, which touched on another topic that people really weren't, you know, taking seriously for the time that he made the movie. And that, of course, was alcoholism and how it really ruins people's lives. But something that's a little lighter that I was surprised to kept my attention when I saw it. And I definitely would recommend it. The Incredible Shrinking Man.
I
Yes.
thought you were going to say
Yes.
Woman with Lily Tomlin, and I was going to agree with you at first.
It is surprisingly good for
Yeah, I
how
love
ridiculous
that
the
movie.
idea is.
Mhm.
And that fight scene with the spider is incredible.
It's nerve wracking as hell.
Yeah. So it's
I love that movie. Great
Yeah.
pick.
I actually
Did-
just thought of a couple more real quick.
Yeah.
Did Mike answer?
I think he just agreed with you.
That's true. We can come
Hi,
back
Kyler.
to you, Mike. Yeah.
Yeah,
Kyler.
that is
How's it
so-
going, Kyler?
You know my pick's gonna be Frankenstein
Yeah, I figured, but I like to hear you talk about Frankenstein.
because everybody should watch it. There's a lot going on. It's not just a monster movie. There's a lot going on it. If you sit there and watch, there are a lot of crazy personalities in there. And if you don't want to watch, if you're not really into horror, Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein because you
Yeah.
got all the Universal monsters. You have the comedy of Abbott and Costello. The monsters are still treated like with respect, so they don't
Yeah.
make a mockery out of the monsters.
Nah.
So like you have it all in that movie. That's another movie everybody should. Like Adam, I could sit here and tell. There's a lot of old movies that people should fucking pull their finger out of their ass and watch.
Yeah.
Let's go. We can move on.
Good picks.
What else did you think of, Nicole?
Real quick, I forgot one of them already, but
Oh shit. Time to Ryan.
He went to go watch fucking The Tingler.
Ryan, his
Charging his taser.
his bush internet took a shit.
Yeah.
He's charging his cattle prod.
One that it's not horror, but an older movie that, and I say older, I think it was late 70s, early 80s. Escape from Alcatraz with Clint Eastwood.
Clint
and
Eastwood.
Ed
That's a great
Ward.
movie. That's a great movie.
Fantastic movie. The acting, the dialogue, it's a difficult movie to watch. There are some scenes that are very hard to watch, but it's fucking amazing. Amazing.
I feel like I just read in the news recently that they confirmed one of those guys actually made it. Like he actually got away,
Hmm.
and he wrote the police a letter, and he was like, "I'm so and so, and I'm 80 some years old, but I'm the guy."
Yep.
And I'm just like, that's awesome.
It is
That's
awesome.
pretty cool.
They were brilliant.
A great movie.
For an underrated Frankenstein movie, is the Daniel Radcliffe one. It's great.
I don't think I ever saw that.
I've never seen that either. We just got done talking about Del Toro. How do you say his name? Guillermo.
Guillermo.
Thank you.
Guillermo.
Del Toro.
He's actually filming a Frankenstein adaptation right now.
Daniel Radcliffe was in the one with why am I drawing a blank? Who played Professor X?
Oh,
Yeah,
James
Professor-
McAvoy.
Yeah, James
McAvoy.
McAvoy. James
Yeah.
McAvoy plays Vic. That was the name of the movie, Victor Frankenstein. He plays Victor Frankenstein, and
Yeah.
Daniel Radcliffe is like his assistant.
Like Eeyore.
It's a
yeah.
good movie.
Hmm.
Yeah. Victor Frankenstein.
Victor Frankenstein.
Yeah. One of the cool things about that movie that was kind of gross was that his assistant was a hunchback, but it was like almost like a cyst on his back, and like he kept like milking it,
Ew,
squeezing the
God.
stuff out of it,
that's awesome.
so he could stand up straight again. He was actually trying to help him, you know.
Oh my God. So bad.
So it's worth it for that. Well, I don't know what's going on with Ryan, but maybe he's got a storm or something. I don't know.
Maybe he went to go watch the Ten Commandments.
Yeah, probably. He's
See
looking
him in
up at this
3 days.
shit. Yeah.
Exactly. We'll see him in 3 days.
I'll give you
Just
a
'cause
fun-
I want to throw it out there. My other choice was going to be Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, 1931, with Frederick March.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a good movie. The special effects they do, like they don't even. It's all just with lighting and stuff. It's like amazing, and that's like the definitive Doctor or Mr. Hyde. You know,
Nice.
looking like a werewolf ape thing. Anyway, sorry, I just wanted to throw that
Okay.
out there.
That's all right. That's cool. I've never watched that, so maybe I'll have to give that a try.
You ever see The Hammer, Jekyll and Hyde?
Is that the one with Christopher Lee?
I don't know if he's in. I forgot. I watched it recently too. No, it's they put a different
think I
spin
have.
on it. So the guy's pretty much an ugly bastard, but when he becomes Mr. Hyde, he becomes this really handsome, but he's like a scumbag, but he's like a real handsome guy and
Right, yeah.
very
that's interesting.
charismatic and with the ladies and everything. And
Yeah.
then when he comes back to normal, he's back to his fucking swuggy looking self.
I don't think I've seen that.
It's I mean it's not. It's just a really weird. It was an interesting take on it.
I love Hammer movies. I'll
Yeah.
definitely check it out.
Need a revamp, according to Kyler.
I agree.
I'd watch it
I would too.
for sure. Yeah.
The Jekyll and Hyde in Van Helsing was.
Oh, he just turns into like a giant ogre.
fucking yeah. That was great.
It's like, or they did all right with Jekyll and Hyde in League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Yes.
That one was pretty good.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Like he'd the doctor would look at himself in a reflection and see Hyde, and he would have arguments with himself. It was pretty.
That's
cool.
fun.
Yeah.
That's fun. I like that.
Yeah. So
Abbott and Costello meet Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Dude,
Also,
yeah, they're all
funny fucking movie.
so good. Yeah.
yeah.
And
Boris
again,
Karloff.
with Boris Karloff, funny ass movie, but Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde were really cool looking and stuff.
Yep.
Very cool.
We could do a whole hangout on just Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Yeah.
Those are like half the girls I've dated in my life.
Well, I'm going to give you a fun one.
Okay.
Glaring product placement. You've all seen product placement. Now, have you ever seen one that was glaringly obvious?
Mm-hmm. There were a couple in Poltergeist.
Oh, yeah?
Ryan's back.
Welcome back.
Got my computer back.
Sweet.
Ryan,
I
we're
thought-
doing glaring product placement.
Yeah. I thought your computer took, or your internet took a shit or something.
No, I got that Elon Musk internet now.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Poltergeist was in the very beginning of the movie the bag of Lay's potato chips that the dog gets from under Dana's pillow.
Mm,
The Pizza Hut line, of course.
yeah, yeah.
The bag of Cheetos that Marty was eating in the middle of the night. He was just like dumping them into his mouth. Camera was right there on the bag. There, the Holiday Inn was a big product placement in the end. Yeah, Poltergeist was filled with them. And I'm sure there was a can of Tab in there somewhere. Ryan?
This is not me looking up worst product.
No, Google. That's cheating.
Oh, it's weird that they're bringing up a bunch of Adam Sandler movies.
Yeah.
Okay, no cheating. Oh my god. Fuck. I got nothing. I don't notice product placement. Because most of the time it's just regular, like it's real stuff. Like you mentioned all the stuff in Poltergeist.
Mhm.
But one of the nice things about Poltergeist is it feels like a real family.
Yeah.
So a real family, excuse me,
Would
my
have
voice.
those things.
Would have a
yeah.
bag of Cheetos in
You
the
would have a
house.
bag of Cheetos, or they would talk about Pizza Hut. So, excuse me, I'm hard pressed to think of something. Now, granted, I did see the, like I said, when I cheated there, I did see the Adam Sandler stuff, and it brought up the subway in Happy Gilmore,
Mhm.
but it reminded me that he. Have you guys seen Little Nicky?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That is probably some of the funniest fucking product placement in a movie ever.
I love Little Nicky.
Because Popeye's chicken is fucking awesome.
Yeah. It's fucking awesome.
I've never had it.
Popeye's chicken is fucking awesome.
What? Adam, are you
Really?
being serious or am I?
I've never had Popeye's chicken.
Oh, it's the perfect. It makes so much sense that it's the son of the devil that loves Popeyes.
There's
Every
just not
time
a
I
lot
think-
of them around here. That's all.
I'll never
I've
be
got 'em
living
here
in
Canada.
Pittsburgh.
Have you? Yeah, in Ontario.
Uh,
You take a bite of Popeyes and you immediately know it's something outlandishly sinful. Like
Yes.
it's full of grease.
the breading is thick and super crunchy, and
Wow.
Somehow
I disagree. The top row is totally out of line. I'm not a fan of Popeye.
it's somehow the greasiest, yet greasiest, soggiest, yet crispiest chicken you've ever had in your life.
I don't know how they do it. There must be some kind
Interesting.
of chemical layer in between the chicken and the crust because, yeah, their mashed
But I'll-
potatoes make my lips burn because it's so spicy. But
It's so good. And their
their mac and
beef
cheese is pretty
rice.
good. Their biscuits are amazing.
Yeah. Although if we're talking fried chicken, there's a Canadian joint called Mary Brown's.
Oh yeah, you've mentioned
Undefeated.
that.
Undefeated.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
On the back credit card.
Batman and cod pieces.
Oh yeah, Back to the Future had fucking everything in there.
Oh,
A tab.
McDonald's.
They had everything.
Can I persuade you to take a sandwich with you, sir? I'll get
Yeah.
drive-through.
This is actually the one I thought of.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Wayne's World had
Intentionally.
That's part of the
everything.
joke, though.
Yeah.
I know which one I want to say, but I can't remember the name of the movie. What's the one where Tom Hanks Castaway?
Oh yeah.
It's FedEx, the
FedEx.
movie. It's FedEx the movie.
Yeah.
Like you can't
Also promoting sporting equipment.
like not 5 minutes goes by. FedEx.
Oh,
He
yeah,
comes-
Will.
and he-
Literally, it literally
he comes-
opens up with him like giving FedEx employees shit
yeah,
because they're not FedEx employing enough to be true
FedEx. Yeah. And then when he comes back and there's that giant FedEx through him, that entire FedEx parade in the
He
city of
delivered- He
FedEx.
delivered that one package he had like fucking years
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
And that's what you remember. You remember. You're like, what was in that FedEx package? So for years after you've seen the movie, the word FedEx is still in your fucking head.
And you can't unsee the arrow in between
You know what?
the E and the X.
Yeah. You know what was in that last FedEx package, right?
Strap on. What? I don't know.
It was a cell phone.
The dragon dildo.
I'm serious. It was a cell phone. He could have saved himself.
That
Wouldn't
package
that
was like
suck?
this by this.
Well,
I
it
know
was. It was.
I know
It was
the
to
early
keep it.
2000s, but cell phones were a little smaller than that.
It was to keep it nice and insulated.
It was a gift basket with like a cell phone and a flare
It
gun.
would have been great if there was like
Cell
a
phone, flare gun, a card for
Crap.
20 minutes of top
Somebody,
up time.
inflatable boat.
Fishing for dummies. Copy of that in there. How to build a boat.
Oh my god!
It should have been,
You
How
remember
to
top
perform
up time
dental
for phones?
surgery.
it should have been somebody's medication, and when he finally delivered it, like the woman
They're
should have
dead.
been like, "Oh, that was my son's medication. Thanks a lot. He died."
Thanks a
3 years
lot, asshole. Where were you?
ago." Way to go, FedEx.
There is a movie, and it's a horror movie too, where like it's fuck, I can't remember. The thing they use to
Yeah.
save the day is like a glaring product placement. I can't think of the fucking
Well-
name of the movie. Like it stands up to the point of like pissing you off. Fuck, I can't remember it. Keep talking. I'm gonna go down
Okay.
this rabbit hole.
Mike,
I got a good one. Narragansett beer is the beer from Jaws that Quint drank,
Oh.
and it's actually a real beer, in big in New England, and they actually had like promos for a while. I mean, recently, like when it became like popular again, they had the Quint, they were like crush it like Quint.
That's cool.
that's awesome.
I always forget
Oh.
that he drank beer. Because I always remember the 4 cases of apricot brandy.
And you know what? Me and my friend Mike, like who I get my tattoos from, he tracked down like that exact brand of apricot brandy.
Really?
And I went to the shop one night. He was, look what I got. We're gonna try it, and it was fucking awful.
Was it?
It
Dude,
was awful. I was like,
I
"What?"
tried it. Not the exact brand, and I was just like, ugh.
Yeah, it's nothing good about it. I was like,
Tastes like something they'd give you in a dentist office or something before like surgery.
I
Like
was- I
numb
was
your
like-
mouth.
I was like Chief Brody when he goes, "Here, Chief, try it. Made it myself." And you
I love that part. And he spits it out. Here's this woman with bow-legged woman.
How about Iron City Beer? Night of the Living Dead remake.
Yeah.
Tommy
And
has
he's Steelers hat. Yeah, they Pittsburghed him up. They made him a complete yinzer. They made
Yeah.
Tommy a complete yinzer in that movie. He had a can of Scrapple in his back pocket.
And Wayne's World even promoted the different states tourism.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Delaware.
Whisk you off to Delaware.
Yeah. Hi,
Delaware.
I'm in Delaware.
In Delaware. I love
Hi,
that.
I'm in
That always makes me piss myself. They're like Texas Cowboys. Like, they're like Delaware, and we're like, we're in Delaware.
Delaware.
I love it. I love that movie. It's so funny.
Um, Zombieland always makes me think of Twinkies.
Yes, and snowballs.
Yep.
I
Okay,
fucking
fuck
hate
you
snowballs.
fuckers. I expected Clint or Adam. Neither one of you said Reese's Pieces for E.T., that shitbag movie.
Oh, I thought of that
Why
one.
did-
yeah.
why
That
did
was
they
just
get
a
that?
throwaway.
I was gonna put it up.
I was waiting for either one of you to say it.
And
Pieces are so good.
and if you recall, in the beginning scene where the boys are playing at the table, one of them has a can of Tab.
Tab was in every 80s movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every single one.
But very clearly displayed.
What was Tab? I was a little too young for that.
It was like the first diet soda, and it was
Yeah.
But
horrible.
what did it taste like?
cola. It was like a
Like
diet
shit.
Oh,
cola.
was it cola? Okay.
Yeah.
My
She's nice,
grandmother
though.
used to do it when I was really young.
Like very watered down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it tasted like
I had a tab once
chemicals
in
to
my
me.
life because I didn't know what it was. I went in my grandmother's refrigerator and it was. I just thought I was like, "What's this soda?" And I drank it. I was like, "Oh, this ain't soda. This is awful."
Yeah.
I'm like,
I think the inspiration for Tab was probably like photo development and the chemicals that they dumped out. It just it felt so like synthetic and fake. Yeah,
Yeah.
it had this awful taste.
It was the counter agent to Jolt Cola. That's what it
Jolt.
was.
Jolt was good, man.
I like Jolt.
I love Jolt.
Jolt gave you a heart palpitation.
It did.
Long before Ford Loco.
We don't
But, you
have
know-
that in Canada.
Another movie that made me think of Twinkies. What movie were we just talking about with the Twinkie?
Zombieland.
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 Another movie that always makes me think of Twinkies is Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
That's a big Twinkie.
Because that whole scene when they're talking about the freaking Twinkie,
Yeah.
you know?
Big Twinkie.
yeah,
And I think they're eating Cheez-Its in one scene.
that makes sense.
They're just sitting there with a box of Cheez-Its.
Yeah.
Cheez-Its are amazing. I could eat a box of Cheez-Its.
They cut up my
On
mouth.
myself. Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Do you not have back teeth?
It's like worse than Captain Crunch. I don't even have a single filling, motherfucker. Okay, my teeth are immaculate. Except I got one crooked one. Other than that, they're great. Call it my Tom Cruise tooth.
Awesome.
Oh, there's another one. You said Tom Cruise.
Scientology. Oh,
Oh fuck, Robert Downey Jr., Matthew McConaughey, Jack Black,
Oh,
Tropic Thunder
Thunder.
with the TiVo.
TiVo.
Matthew McConaughey flew across the world to give him his TiVo. You know,
Oh, right.
Ben Stiller's TiVo. That movie.
that was placement.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
I
that movie
love
is
that
amazing.
movie. That
Yeah.
movie is so fucking funny.
Olin just reminded me of one, and he wasn't even trying to. He mentioned Taco Bell.
oh, I won't say it.
Demolition
But
Man.
yeah.
What?
Demolition Man.
Oh, yeah.
Taco Bell is like the height of fine dining.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the only
Oh,
fast food
Taco
franchise to
Bell.
survive.
They scoop the poop with those seashells, right? Like that's the only.
I have no idea. I've been trying to figure that out for years, decades. How do you use the 3 seashells? There are
Like
3
I
of
feel like it
So they each have a
contours
hook.
to the ass cheeks. So
like wet, wipe, dry. I don't know.
I
But
do-
still, you would need three hands.
It's broken.
I feel like you would
You
need three
use them one
hands.
at a time.
Yeah, one at a time.
Franchise wars.
Yes,
Food wars.
it's
Maybe they were buttons and you pressed them and it was like a bidet, but
that's what I'm thinking. Like you would use one to initially wipe, and then you would use one to wash it off, and then
that
you would
can't be
use one to
comfortable
dry
to
it.
scoop them out of your ass with fucking shells.
But if you have the bidet, the
Not pleasant
seashells
at all,
would
man.
work.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's like a cleaning system.
Yeah.
But how does it actually
But
work?
like when
Also,
you clean it,
Do you also have
you
the
can't
bidet?
flush the shell.
So like
guys
next
have
time
bidets?
we go to the Poconos, no toilet paper. All
Oh
I
my
just want to
God.
see is 3 shells
There's
sitting
no.
there.
Well, now I gotta do it because I'm always there ahead of you guys. I'm just gonna put 3 seashells in
Yeah,
the
I was
bathroom.
gonna say there's no
No, you
bidet
gotta
at the
do it.
Poconos though.
No, I got to do it.
There, I'm scooping my ass out with fucking shells.
No, serious question though. Do you guys have bidets?
No,
They
Not
exist in this country. Yeah.
we're
I
not.
don't own one.
But do
You have to
you
be
guys
rich.
have them?
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
No.
Personally, no, I do not have a bidet in my house. No.
You need to get a bidet.
Okay.
It's life changing. You can get off of Amazon for like $25. Takes 5 minutes to install.
That scares me. a
Life
little.
changing.
How hard is like the force?
You can set it. It's got dials.
Does it?
You can make it like blow you off the fucking toilet seat.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what I'm afraid of.
like everything
Like
from
Kramer when he gets the shower head from the
Yeah.
circus.
It's
I'm
like-
putting the helmet on and fucking getting ready.
Like that scene in Goonies when he's sitting there.
Yeah.
Like those videos you see of the guys that sit on the airbags and it just blows me.
Yeah.
Exactly.
everything from
Yeah.
river mist to full blown hemorrhoids. You can do.
Yeah.
Oh my
setting.
god.
Wow.
If you
But yeah,
turn it up too high,
game changer.
you hear Charlton Heston's voice. It's a madhouse.
It's a mess. That does remind me though, when I installed the one in this house, my dumbass was like, well, let's see if it works. Did not put any protection up, just turned the dial. Like my fucking ceiling was covered in water.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you
It just
screwed
shot
it
straight
in the
up.
eye.
Oh
No.
my god.
I was smart enough to stand to the left of the toilet.
It was coming out of his ears. Like,
Oh my god. Maybe I should bring one to the Poconos. Maybe I should.
Tyler thinks
It'll
the
help
shells
Adam
turn
after
into
the
something
corking.
when hit with water. Dissolving shells. Because that, I always thought that seemed unsanitary.
Turn into something like
Well, you flushed them,
maybe.
but they had their own
Then-
shelf. So you
Yeah. How
Yeah.
did the shells get replaced then if you flush them?
You cuss at the
3 shells that produces fines on paper, and you wipe with the paper.
There
I
you
mean,
go.
This is the closest thing to making sense.
Yeah,
It is violation.
that was the best joke in the movie, I think.
The 3 seashells.
Yeah, when he was cussing out the machine that like
Oh, yeah.
kicked up the fine.
he's American.
They
when
said,
you-
"I'll see you in a few minutes."
That's a great movie. I love
I
that.
love Demolition Man.
It's a good
Love it.
movie.
What were
Yeah.
we on?
Product placement.
Product placement.
You saying this is a rat burger?
You see any
You
cows
see
down?
cows down here?
Oh,
Did we all go for this topic? Are we done?
I guess.
Did you go? Did you? Yeah. What did you say?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I mentioned Twinkies and Zombieland.
That's right.
Mhm.
And then I remembered Demolition Man with Taco Bell. Taco Bell.
Clint says he remembered, but he's the only one who has access to the comments, so I feel he got it from there.
Yeah. No, Olin made me think of it when he said Taco Bell has a new crunch wrap with a giant cheese
That's right. It's all coming back to
So,
me.
Yeah.
Do you remember the Pizza Hut Cheez-It pizza?
What?
Any of you
No,
guys try that?
No.
That
No.
wasn't a thing here.
that sounds horrible.
It was
Yeah,
It was
basically
amazing.
it was like basically. Do you ever get like instead like you go to like a fancy Italian restaurant, instead of like
Yeah.
mozzarella sticks, they give you like the fried mozzarella, and it comes
Okay.
out in like a square.
Mhm.
It was like that. So it was like a Cheez-It square, like about that big, and there was 4 of them, and it was filled with like cheese and pizza stuff inside.
Nice.
Sounds amazing.
We had a KFC pizza here. Did you
And
guys
it
get that?
tasted exactly like a Cheez-It. No, I did not have a KFC pizza.
You ever have spaghetti pizza?
Hmm.
Now you're just making stuff up.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I went to
You
a
can get
pizza. I'm
Big
going
Ziti
back a
pizza
long
here.
time.
You could get
Yeah, pizza with
some
spaghetti. on it.
pizzerias go off the wall with all kind of concoctions.
We have pierogi pizza here. I'm sure that won't shock anybody, but
I hate pierogies.
It does not.
I'm
how do
not
you hate
a fan.
pierogies?
Yeah.
I don't like pierogi. I just had to.
Potatoes. Do you like potatoes?
Yes.
Do you like noodles?
Yes.
Do you like onions?
Yes.
Do you like butter?
Yes.
Why don't you like a pierogi?
I don't like.
That's
them all
literally all
together.
the ingredients.
That's no, it doesn't work. It's a texture thing.
Oh, your text, your your nuanced tongue, like with marshmallows.
I had to drive. I literally did like almost 2 hours of driving today just so that Alex could get her pierogi poutine
Oh my.
today. That was my day. That was the highlight of my day. Was on a road trip to get some fucking pierogi
Pierogi?
poutine.
Poutine. It sounds
I couldn't
great.
do it. I couldn't do it.
That sounds like, but that's starch overload. Like
yeah.
that.
It's-
Starch.
Yeah,
It's a lot of gluten.
Yeah.
I couldn't. As much as I complain about wanting to get out of the city, one thing I'm grateful for is that almost anything I want is within 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You
Right.
know?
40-minute drive to the chip truck. Not even a restaurant, to a chip truck that sold this.
Wow.
No. No.
Poutine
If I want Popeyes, I get in my car and I go to the
So-
bad part of town and get it.
When you say
Also-
chip truck, we're talking like with fish and chips.
No, just like a fry truck, a food truck, I guess.
Oh, okay.
We call them chip trucks in Canada.
Oh.
We don't call them food trucks.
Got it.
Anyway, sorry. Again, side tangent. Sorry, Clint. What are we on?
It's okay. This one's for Mike. I thought about Cobra. He did product placement in Cobra when he was in the grocery store.
Yeah. In the car too, right?
Did they in the car?
Didn't he have like an awesome car and it was like they kept what was it? Like
It
a
was like a 38 Ford.
I'm not a car guy.
Oh, it was a 50 because
50s, yeah. it was-
because the license plate said awesome 50.
Oh, yeah,
um,
you're right.
Yeah. But no, he drank a Coors, like a Coors Extra Gold or something.
And there was also
um,
the Pepsi sign in there.
He took like one sip and he threw it, and I was like, yeah, that's about right.
That's about right. Because
You know what?
It was a Pepsi sign. Yeah.
ET drank Coors Banquet.
Oh my goodness.
Remember when he was at home getting drunk?
I like Coors Banquet. Speaking of Cobra, though, congratulations, guys.
Yeah,
3,000.
3,000.
Oh,
Congrats.
3,000. Holy shit.
Awesome.
Of
Cobra,
all
like,
the fucking movies.
not that I'm not happy, but there was so many other ones I thought would do better than Cobra.
Yeah.
That one just keep climbing.
That's crazy.
It just keeps going. I don't get it.
Yeah. Cobra is the one that I think Mike paid $10 to one of those.
I did pay
companies
$10 on TikTok.
that would share it.
Oh.
And
But,
somehow
but it gave me like it still
That
didn't give
must
me,
have
like,
done
gave me like
something.
1,000 views on TikTok.
okay.
$10, eh? That's not.
But you
Yeah.
know what? It also
That's not bad.
but it doesn't. That's the one thing I hate about TikTok is there's not a clickable link.
Dude, I got $20. Baby Jane's about to go through the roof.
No, Dr. Horrible needs to be.
Like,
Give
I
it to
can
Dr.
understand if
Horrible.
They shared it and you could click on the link, but nobody's copying and pasting and going to the net.
That sounds good. I'm so hungry.
Yeah, that,
Yeah.
yeah, can we get off the
Okay,
product
something-
placement?
I am. Yes.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll pick something else. Still got something. Got plenty of topics in here.
And I
Maybe
haven't
we
got
can
a
move through
fucking
them a little
Popeyes
faster.
anywhere near me.
Best made for TV movie.
Oh,
This is such a good question.
I know what he's
oh
going to
my
say.
god.
And I know what I'm going to say.
Oh,
There's
Shit,
two.
I got to think about this.
Man, there were some really awesome movies in the 70s and 80s. Awesome, awesome, awesome made for TV movies.
Yes, there were. It's hard to pick, but first one in my Salem's Lot.
Good job with the questions, Clint.
I
Serious.
had a little bit of help.
That's a good one, Nicole.
My wife threw out some
Yeah.
good ones.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Oh, I always forget that Salem's Lot was made for TV.
Yeah, 'cause
I
it's
always forget that,
terrifying. I remember watching it on
and
TV.
I should remember because it's 12 hours long.
It is.
But I always forget.
Rose Red is
I
another
got
one.
like three I'm thinking
Oh
of.
yeah.
And I guarantee you, the three ahead of me, pick one after another.
If anyone says
I'm trying to get like a fourth in my head just as a fallback.
if anyone says what I'm thinking, I will reach through the screen and slap you in the face.
All right, so we should probably not casually talk about movies. You know what I mean? Like just.
Good night, Joe.
Good night, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Hi, Joe.
Olin says Rose Red.
Yep,
I know what Ryan's gonna say.
I do too. I'm gonna be sick. Go
I
ahead.
don't know what I'm gonna say.
Wings was a good show.
Shut up.
It's not what I'm gonna say. I was debating on doing
Don't
it.
encourage him.
Oh fuck. Now, do I do the one I've enjoyed the most, or do I do an actual good movie? You know what? From a pop culture standpoint, you can't deny the power of Stephen King's It.
Yes.
Okay, there's number
Pretty
two.
damn good.
But I'm not going to pick that. I'm going to pick the Langoliers.
Oh, you can't do that. What'd you say, Langoliers?
Langoliers.
I love the Langoliers.
Fucking Balky.
I love Bronson Pinchot as a psycho bad guy.
Scaring the little girl.
You know, I recently watched a
I'm so sorry.
I recently
The ending
watched
is just
a
stupid.
low budget movie on Tubi that had a cameo with Bronson Pinchot in it. It was called Kung Fu and Titties, and I recommend it.
You recommend it?
It's funny. It's hilarious. And you get plenty of titties, so there you go.
Can't go wrong.
I remember watching the Langoliers when I was a kid, like because this was after it, and I think it was after like the Tommy Knockers too, and everything else, and like Stephen King could do no wrong.
Mhm.
And the Langoliers came out, and I remember watching it with my family, and everybody just when it was over, everybody just sat there in stunned silence. And me being like fucking like 9. It's like that was the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
They looked like meatballs with teeth.
Oh my God, they
This
did.
does lend
They
itself
did.
to another topic that I know is in this bowl. But I'll leave that for later.
The Langoliers is
depending-
probably the most fun I've ever had watching a made-for-TV movie.
It's great, and you can't. Dean Stockwell is just. I'll watch him in anything.
Well, the cast was like,
Fantastic.
yeah,
The
special
kid from
effects.
Sleepaway Camp was in it.
Who?
The
Which
kid from Sleepaway Camp that she kills in the end.
Oh, right.
Was it?
I'm pretty sure that was him.
I'm trying to remember the.
I'm sure Olin will respond very quickly. Langoliers.
And honestly, as far as Stephen King adaptations go, too, surprisingly close to the book.
Was it?
Oh
yeah.
yeah, Owen
same.
agreed.
I didn't even get to it.
Yeah. The Langoliers is easily the most fun I've had watching a made-for-TV movie.
Yeah.
Are there better ones? Sure, but from an enjoyment standpoint, I mean, I still to this day, you guys can probably attest to this too. There are certain movies we put on to help us fall asleep to, not in a bad way, just in a comfort way.
Yes.
And the Langoliers is one that I routinely put on.
Yes.
All right. Having said that, I gotta pee.
Adam.
Did you go, Nicole? I don't remember what you said.
Yeah, I said Salem's Lot and Rose Red.
Oh.
He played Paul. Yes.
I have so many of these things left. We could totally have a part 2 sometime.
Oh yeah.
So
We can do
depending
that.
depending how long you guys want to go. I mean,
Uh,
it's
This was a good idea.
it's
This is
11
a lot of
morning
fun.
now, so yeah.
I give Ryan credit for it. I mean, he said, "Oh yeah, we could kick out ideas and people just come up with stuff on the fly. You know, that way you don't have to prep for anything." It's like,
Mhm.
I love this. I do. I love this one. We can definitely do part 2 next week if you guys want to.
we could. We shall see.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 1971. Steven Spielberg's first ever motion
Oh,
picture,
Duel.
Duel.
Nice.
Has everyone seen this?
I have
Dennis
seen
All
Weaver.
the
that.
time, but I have.
It's basically Jaws on the highway with
Right.
I'm sure you've seen the one with Paul Walker, Nicole, Joyride.
Joyride. We watched that
Yeah.
recently.
It was
Yeah.
it was Joyride before Joyride. It's basically about
Yeah.
an evil trucker trying to run a guy off a road out in like desolate. I think it's Arizona or California, but like it's desolate. It's basically just him and the guy that cut him off, and the entire time they're just like fucking with each other, and
Wow.
like the truck is like it's huge and like looks monstrous, and there's actually like a bunch of license plates on the grill of the truck, and that's supposed to signify that the dude is a serial killer, and every time he does this he kills the guy and then like takes his license plate and puts it on his truck, like a trophy.
Interesting.
Oh, I'm gonna have to watch this.
And it's just cool. Like you never see who the trucker is. Like there's a scene where they go into a diner, and he just pulled off because he's just trying to get away from this guy, and he doesn't know what to do, and he pulls off into this diner, and the truck driver follows him, but he didn't see him get out of the cab or whatever. So he knows he's in there, but he doesn't know who he is, and he's just like looking around, and everybody looks mean and a little crazy, and he's like he can't figure out which one it is. Anyway, really good, like cat and mouse psychological thrill. It's a really, really, really good movie.
Duel?
Duel. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, it is a
Yeah.
good one.
I'm in the same
I
boat as
saw
Nicole.
it.
I've never seen it.
I only saw it like one time,
It's
but
definitely.
I should go back and watch it again.
Good flick.
Yeah.
Like,
Great.
and that's such a good movie. Like that blows my mind sometimes. Like that was just on like network television.
Mhm. Oh, they put on some serious shit on that in the 70s.
That was
Yeah.
a good movie. And it's
They had
like,
no
wow.
choice.
Remember
They
the burning
had
bed?
no other outlet.
Christ.
There was no cable to put it on. It was
Yeah.
They wanted their movie to be seen. They had to fucking put
Yep.
it on TV.
It's like that's one of those movies that like when you're watching it, I'm not going like, oh, this was made for ABC. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, this could have been in the theater.
without a
It
doubt.
easily could have been in the theater.
Mike?
Definitely.
I'm gonna go with The Shining with Steven Weber.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm
Even I'm surprised.
very surprised.
I think that is a great. You know what? There's parts of that I dare to say like almost was the original. I think he played a fucking great fucking part in that.
It's the version that Stephen King prefers.
Yeah,
Of course.
It's not the version that Adam prefers. But I didn't write
I
it.
didn't say I like it better than the original. As far
I
as
know.
TV movies go, that's up there.
Nicole is beside herself.
Well, I was gonna say it, but
on the couch.
I was gonna say it, but Ryan blurted my out and then tossed it out like it was garbage and picked something else. Fucking hoser.
Fucking hoser. I like how he has his picture as your
Yeah,
Mike's
yeah,
picture.
yeah.
That's a classy picture.
It sure is.
What were you doing in that picture? Like, when did he take that? How does he have that?
I know I was sitting on my stoop outside smoking a cigar,
Mhm.
and I was on with you guys,
Yeah.
Oh, and he just like captured it.
and he like
No, I don't know why I have that picture.
like a fucking Canadian perv fucking
'Cause
taking screenshots of me,
No, I took the screenshot when I started calling you butter tart.
and then just started sending it to people.
I put it in the chat.
As you do.
Yeah, no, that's right. I grabbed it out of the chat.
I got Kung Fu and Titties on playing in the background with no volume. You actually don't need volume on this movie.
No, you really don't. And it's not bad.
But if nothing comes of this hangout tonight, other than we all watch Kung Pao at some moment in the future, then it was a good hangout because we all have to watch Kung Pao.
Yeah.
That is a must.
Nicole, have you seen it? Oh, you're in for a treat.
Oh, you'll be peeing yourself. I guarantee it.
I'm falling. You're falling. We're falling. Whale. What a fucking whale just shows up.
Yes, Desperation was good too.
My name is
That's
Betty.
My name is Betty. Betty. When he's looking through all the fucking things, he's like, tiger, tiger, tiger. Anyway, Desperation is the one. Is that the one with Ron Perlman?
Yes.
Yes, that was. I actually watched that because of a hangout.
Hmm.
I did not know it was made for TV.
That's a good one. It's a good book.
Clint.
I'm gonna go with Amityville: The Evil Escapes.
Is that your real selection?
Yeah, that one is so fun. It's so
It is
bad.
a good time.
It's so
It's
bad.
so good. It's good.
It's good. It's
It
hilarious.
is. The plumber in the
Yeah.
ceiling that's still there.
Yeah, it's the crawl
To this
space,
day.
and
With
his
that chainsaw.
and his work van that drives away by itself.
Yeah.
Just freaking hilarious.
And with the
Uh,
whole hand that was in the garbage.
yeah.
disposal.
Yeah, the hand that fell out on his face after all the shit water.
Yeah. The hand that got shredded in the garbage disposal came out in one piece.
Or the cat with the red eyes. That was so good.
It's at the beachfront.
The
That's
two
at
old
the
red
edge of
teeth.
the fucking cliff that she lives next to.
Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, does she have a house or a lighthouse?
Yeah.
You know,
That is a
she's
full-blown
at a
chasm.
cliff top.
70-year-old grandma picked up a lamp and threw it out the window when it took two giant men to carry it inside. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
What a great movie.
Yep. The old lady who died from sepsis because she cut her finger on the lamp.
Yeah.
Why you get
So
your
good.
tetanus shot?
That's right.
That's the one that
Was-
began with the priest going in the house, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
The army of
Yeah.
priests.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
the evil literally escapes from the house into the lamp by that little bubble that's going through the
Yep.
electrical line.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. The priests all showed up trying to look cool like mobsters walking into the house.
Yeah.
They start passing out the crucifixes out of
yep.
that bag.
Crucifix and the thing that sprays the water, whatever that thing's
Oh,
called.
yeah. Yeah.
The baton.
The baton.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. If you haven't seen that, recommend it.
That's another one I forget is a made for TV movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely worth watching. Yeah.
Can I throw out an honorable mention?
Sure.
Trilogy of Terror. Karen
Oh,
Black.
Fuck yeah, that's a good
That
one.
was made for TV.
Yeah.
Made for TV.
I
Crazy,
never knew
right?
that.
Nice.
I
Crazy.
never knew that.
That little doll thing running around.
Yeah, the Zooty Fiddle.
They've never made anything more for. He's like.
And ironically, my mother hates that movie because of that doll. I remember even when I was a kid. And
Oh.
tonight, I swear, I was on Facebook. I saw a thing from Entertainment Earth, and it's a store. They make figures and everything. And the Zuni fetish doll was $300. I said, "Look, Ma, $300.
Wow.
You could have your own Zuni fetish. Get the fuck out of here with that thing."
And then you wonder why she doesn't use your mug.
I'm gonna tell her, you don't start using that fucking cup. This thing's gonna show up in the house.
It wasn't even the doll. I don't understand how people think dolls are scary. It's this big. Step on it, okay?
Yeah.
But the scariest part of that movie
It had
was
a
the
sphere.
end with Karen.
Oh,
It's a doll spear. It's this big.
It was still
Um,
sharp.
With when Karen Black was crouched down
Yeah.
with the knife and that was the scariest part.
And you to see her teeth.
Her transformation was just
Yeah.
there is a sequel to that movie, and I have yet to see it. I can't find it
I haven't seen it
anywhere.
either.
I would love to see it.
Like the other little, because it's an anthology. The other little short stories are a little weak, but that
can't
last one
remember.
is really good.
I know there's the one with the two sisters.
Right.
What's the third one?
oh
I
God.
think there's only 3. The last one is the doll movie.
Yeah, there's
It's the doll
It
short.
opens. The first story is the one about the two sisters. I
Uh-huh.
can't remember what the second one is, and then the third one is the Zoom meeting fetish doll.
The first one is with the teacher.
Oh yeah.
Oh, right. I'm getting the teacher one and the twin girls one mixed up as one story.
That's right.
Karen Black's hot, right? It's not just me.
No, she was beautiful. Yeah.
I didn't get it.
Oh, I did.
I think she's cool. I think she's awesome. I just
What's that movie she's in with the killer fish or something? Diamond Smugglers.
I don't know. She's in Invaders from Mars.
It actually might have been called Killer Fish. I'm not lying.
Excuse me, sorry. Fuck.
Yep, Killer Fish, 1979. Holy fuck!
Damn.
Talk about an original title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's to the point.
Uh,
Nice.
That's crazy. I'm cheating and I'm going back and like Dole was written by Richard Matheson and so was Trilogy of Terror. That's crazy.
Wow.
He must have had like a contract with the television network or something.
the president of television.
President of television.
This whole hangout has been like the 6 degrees game.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is something else. Well, what do you think, gang? How far you want to go with this?
I'm probably gonna go
One more.
Hayden?
Oh, you can't.
One more
I'm
round?
good for one
One
more.
more.
one more.
But if Nicole wants to head out, that's,
I'm wide awake. One
We
more.
can do one more. We can do one more.
there's a lot more in there. I mean, I'm still
Save,
golden.
save
so-
it for next week. I love this.
I'm still golden, so we go till
Mike, if you get that doll and scare your mother with it, I'm gonna be pissed.
If it wasn't $300, I would. In a heartbeat. And
I feel like we
would-
could
and
make
you know
one
what?
of those.
I'd
Oh,
put
you
it on
can
her
make
night table while
I
she
think
was
so
sleeping.
too.
I think
I'll
we could just.
crochet one.
I think we could just whittle a stick and make something.
I would just put it on her night table while she was sleeping and let her wake up and see it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, this
I'll
one
get
might
to work on that.
this one might be a little lame. Just have written here movie with a boat or a ship.
all right.
I don't think that's one.
I can't remember the name of the movie that was in my head. Fuck! I just talked about it too. On the beach hangout.
Oh,
With Melissa
Triangle.
George.
Triangle?
Triangle. Yes, Triangle.
That the one?
Fucking love that movie.
I got a good one.
That was weird. Triangle was
It was good
a little
though.
hard to follow. Now, granted, I usually don't give a movie 100% of my attention, so that
Uh-huh.
might have been the problem.
Yeah, it was a little hard to follow, but in the end, everything just gets wrapped up in a neat little package.
Yeah,
It's very good.
that one is good. It's worth seeing.
Ryan,
Unless you're Ryan, then you're like,
I'm
fuck it.
going to pick my alternate choice for the last question, TV movie. I'm going with Peter Benchley's Beast.
Oh,
Is that the octopus?
Yes. Squid.
With Grissom in it.
Yeah.
That's good. I watched
What's
that
his name? Dude from Manhunter.
William Peterson.
William
recently.
Peterson.
Oh,
It's got
yes,
what's his name from Darkman and Dr. Giggles?
Larry.
Oh,
Larry Drake. It's basically Jaws, but with a squid. But it's a
Which just
lot.
isn't as effective. I'm sorry. It's just not.
I don't know, man. I mean, it was effective enough that I owned the movie twice. I own the direct to video version, which is an hour and a half long, and I own the made for TV version, which is 3 hours long.
I can't with you with that.
I have the
That doesn't
Blu-ray
crack
of
me up.
the. I got the Blu-ray of the made for TV, the long one,
Yeah, that's yeah.
because it's like 2 discs.
Yeah. Yeah, Larry Drake's great in it. It's the special effects are a riot, man. Like, the CGI squid looks a little shitty, but I mean the practical squid. I guess it looks like a squid. There's a boat.
There's a few.
Fantastic.
Do you guys like calamari? Do you like calamari?
I do.
I do.
It's squid.
Yeah, it is.
Starting
It
with
also
that.
pulls a Jaws 3, where you think they killed the squid, but it turns out it was the baby squid.
Oh, did they really?
Mm-hmm.
You know what the world needs is a good Kraken movie. Isn't the Kraken just
I'm surprised we haven't gotten
Essentially.
that.
like a good Kraken movie, like with like in the base set in like the 1800s or whatever,
Yeah.
when those legends were real like prevalent.
I mean,
Because
the closest- I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna just like the few images that you always see online, like those old paintings and stuff. Like they're just so well done and like creepy as hell. It just seems like it would make for a good movie.
Pretty sure Krakens were just giant squids.
The closest we've gotten to that is Pirates of the Caribbean, that I
Yeah.
that I know of.
That was really well done how they did that.
That was really well done. It was.
I always thought it was weird. Sorry, I know I took us on a weird tangent. I always thought it was weird how the monster in Clash of the Titans is called the Kraken
Yeah.
when it's just like a big, giant lizard guy.
It looks like that Stretch Armstrong, the green guy.
Stretch monster.
It looks like him underwater.
Well, it shaped. I didn't realize the Kraken was just supposed to be like basically a mythical giant squid. Because of Clash of the Titans, I went years assuming that the Kraken was supposed to look like that. Did Adam just die? Oh, there he is.
Something happened.
I was trying
Drop.
to fillet myself.
Yeah. He found a powder donut on the floor. Anyhow.
Who knows what's behind this my little desk? Like I'm actually afraid to look.
Yeah.
Pay no attention to the man behind the computer
Yeah.
desk.
All I know is he bent down, then came back up, wiping his nose like Scarface. So, all
Adam,
go shit.
Go
Yeah,
shit.
that was another one I was.
That is
Pirates
a
of
Oh,
the
dumpster fire.
Caribbean.
don't say my movie.
What?
Don't what?
Don't say my movie.
I just don't want him to say my movie
Okay.
Just
You're
haven't
up.
said-
You're up.
that I haven't said yet.
You're up.
You're up.
Deep Rising.
We just watched that not too long ago.
We
That's a
did.
great
Yeah.
fucking
A
movie.
month ago.
That's true.
Treat Williams is he's a treat.
National
and
treasure.
Eddie's Williams.
Sam K. Jensen. God Almighty.
I think I've only seen it twice. Once when it first came out, and then the second time was like this year, within the last few months. And like I was surprised. I was like, wow, this is actually a pretty good movie.
Well done.
Is it a Paul Anderson movie?
No, it's
did
not,
it?
surprisingly.
Somebody Schlocke directed this. Oh, Steven Summers, the guy who did like
The Mummy.
Van Helsing and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can tell because all the characters kind of try to be funny to varying degrees. That's like his shtick.
Try to be funny.
Try to be funny
No, they're fucking hilarious.
without
There's
succeeding
some
most
really
of the time.
funny scenes in that movie.
But there's this scene where like the monster thing eats one of the guys and then like spits him out. And and he's like standing there like all half dissolving
Yeah.
and screaming in agony. Now I was just like, holy shit! I wasn't prepared for that. It like really like stuck with me. I was like, that was freaking gruesome.
Or the one lady who got her ass eaten out and then she got sucked into the toilet.
You think
eaten
it
out.
felt good for like a half a second?
What?
You think it felt good for like a half a second?
She's like, maybe I'll just stick here for a minute.
Before reality fucking hit.
That half
Whoa,
a
what's
second
going on
cost her
here?
her life.
Oh my God.
She could have got away. That half a second, she was like, "Ooh."
The biggest
Oh.
crime about that movie is that it ends setting itself up for such a bonkers sequel. And we never got that.
And do you know what the sequel was supposed to be?
King Kong?
Yeah, which is blows my mind. That was a prequel to like that island that they crash at the end is supposed to be Skull Island. That's nuts. Like who thought that was gonna?
That would have been. It would have been.
And given that it's Steven Summers, you would 100% believe that that is what his plan was.
Yeah,
Wow.
I don't think they did a good enough job where like because I think like during the movie like you're supposed to think each of the tentacles is like a separate monster. And I think you know. Do you know what I'm saying? Like at the end, it's revealed that like it's actually just one giant
One big one,
monster. Yeah, but you know, I could tell from seeing
Oh,
one
it,
that
it
was,
surprised me.
that it,
Wait. Now, to be fair, when did this come out?
98.
Really? I was
Yes.
15. Holy shit. Never mind. I got no excuse. I was dumb as fuck.
I was pregnant in 1998. Jesus Christ.
But
I
here's
could've been
why we
pregnant
didn't-
at 15.
Here's why we didn't get a sequel. Budget 45 million.
Oh, yeah. This movie did like 10.
Box
12 million.
office 11 million.
Yeah. No, it wasn't good.
Globally.
Which is
Wow.
bullshit. That movie was way more fun than 10 to 12 million.
I like it. I like it. I do.
Nice. Yeah. Olin just kicked out Mike's choice. Titanic.
Titanic. I love Titanic.
Great movie.
I love Titanic.
Couldn't sit through it again.
What do you mean?
What do you
I
mean?
guess-
Lauren?
I could
I
sit through
like,
the second
I like
half.
Titanic.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The second half, yes. The first half,
It's just a stupid love story.
yeah.
I like the
Yeah.
love story.
I just don't buy the whole fucking both of them dying because that cunt couldn't fucking share the door with him.
They did a Mythbusters. And they show it in the fucking movie, Mike. He went to get on the door and the door sank.
He really
Now, if they like held
we
on
didn't
to
try
each
hard
other-
enough.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
you know
try
what?
hard
If he
enough.
what if he had tried it harder? The door would have continued to float.
Like
Yeah.
Was he going to
couldn't
go
have
on
found-
Cheeto for like a
Uh,
hot 5 minutes?
He couldn't
It
have
was
found like
Skinny
some other
Leo.
floating debris or like a fucking dead body and tie it to the door and give it some more
Right.
fucking space.
She could have
Yeah.
dumped out her purse or something.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if he was just like the friggin' lifeboat shows up
Taking
and
her
he's just
corset
using
off.
a dead
Yeah.
baby like a
Up
medicine
your
ball?
tiara.
But what if they would have alternated?
Yeah.
And then they'd both be dead.
She
No,
could have
they
taken the
wouldn't.
necklace out of the jacket. That would have given her at least 10 pounds less.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
I agree.
biggest-
They could have held
What
on
if
to
they lived on
each
top
other,
of
their
each
body
other?
parts,
The biggest bullshit in that movie is that Rose dunked the fucking heart of the ocean. Bill Paxton, he brought her out on his boat, gave her a free ride. Like,
and she threw the fucking
and
thing
she
in the
threw the
ocean.
fucking thing. He didn't even want it for money. He just wanted it because it was a piece of history. And she's all
Yeah.
like,
Well,
"Oh,
Spent like 10
Yo,
years looking
I
for
mean,
Yeah.
maybe now they'll find it though.
I'm not going to find that. That's not going to be anywhere near the Titanic."
it. No.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, never mind. Can we edit that part out? I sounded stupid.
Sorry, Mike, what was your choice?
I was gonna say Jaws, but that's way too easy because that's by far the best movie on a boat in creation. I'm gonna go with anybody see a movie called Harpoon?
Nope.
Huh.
It's a Netflix movie. If you haven't seen it, it's three friends go. There's a guy and his girlfriend and one of his friends, and the idea is because he thinks the girl is banging his friend, they get him on the boat. and he shoots him with a harpoon. But it's something I forgot what. It's been a long time. But the boat stops, and they're stuck on the boat, and they're like all trying to kill each other. It's a fucking nutty fucking movie. Funny, and there's a crazy fucking scenes on there.
Sounds cool.
It's a crazy boat movie, but there's no beating Jaws. So
That's true.
Okay. Another good choice, Poseidon
Oh yeah.
or the
Yeah.
Poseidon Adventure, whichever one. How about Speed 2 Cruise Control?
Ooh, good one.
That is not a good one. Who's that? Olin? Jesus Christ.
Uh,
Look, when Ryan is calling the shitty movie shitty, you know it's pretty fucking bad.
Have any of you guys seen Sorry, Clint, it's your turn.
no, go ahead. What'd you say?
Have any of you guys? I'm not making this up. Have any of you guys seen a movie called Donkey Punch?
No.
Do you know what a donkey punch is?
Yeah.
All right. So there's an actual movie where these college kids they're on a boat and they take it and they're like in the middle of the ocean and they're drinking and getting all effed up, and then like the two go off to have sex, and the dude he donkey punches her, and then in doing so accidentally kills her. And
Jesus.
of course she doesn't realize it, so he's still and and then in the next day when he realizes that his sodomy joke didn't go over so well, then he's trying to like hide the body, and it turns into like this whole situation. But anyway, would I recommend it? No. But there's a movie called Donkey Punch, and it takes place on a boat.
You know
Wow.
Ryan's watching it after this. You know that, right? I can see it on his face. He's gonna watch it.
You see when it came out, Donkey Punch movie.
Sorry, that was friends and I in high school. That was a running gag for so long. Fucking
Wow.
donkey punch.
It came out in 2008.
Also, I saw Olin's comment about how he said that Speed 2 wasn't a good movie. It just had a boat. And he's still not getting a pass on that. The fact that he brought it up was enough.
Oh.
Clint,
This one actually I think is a good movie and I would recommend it. But I'm pretty sure you guys have probably already seen it. Dead Calm
Oh, what a great pick!
with
I love that
Zane.
movie.
like Sam Neill and
Nicole
Billy
Kidman.
Zane and Nicole Kidman.
And Nicole Kidman when she could actually move her face.
Yeah, it's
She
really
can't.
fucking cool.
The joke is she can't anymore.
she
sorry.
can't. Yeah. She's like a Cher.
yeah.
Yeah, she's like
Frozen.
one emotion.
Yep, Sam Neill and Nicole Kidman. They play a couple in the movie who are out on a yachting excursion together.
Yeah, Great
and they
movie.
come across this other boat that's basically like dead in the water, and
Yeah.
Billy Zane like is swimming away from it and like coming right for them. He tells some crazy ass story, and Sam Neill goes back over to it with him. Like they go over to the ship, and like he traps him on this boat and leaves him there. So Sam Neill's trapped in this boat that's dead in the water, and Billy Zane goes back to the yacht to basically kidnap his wife. And of course, while Sam Neill, the whole thing about Sam Neill trying to figure out how to like get this boat running and chase after his own yacht, it's just super cool. And he finds like all these dead bodies on board, you know, like floating in like the half submerged boat. Yeah, so Billy Zane's character just killed everybody on the ship and then tried to sink it, and and then steal this guy's yacht. So it's a pretty cool like thriller type movie. on a boat.
I do have
I love
one-
that movie. Sorry, Nicole.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I love Dead Calm. I love it.
I have to put it on my list. I've never seen
There's
it.
there's a scene when Billy Zane like rips off Nicole Kidman's jean shorts. Do you remember that scene? That was
I
like one of my
remember.
most. That was one of my most rewounded scenes as a youth.
uh,
But anyway, just
So-
great movie.
Mm,
A Perfect Storm.
that's one of my
Olin
favorites.
says.
That was a good one.
I'll save this one depending what you're going to say right now, Nicole.
Honorable mention.
Yeah.
And I see some of these movies like Unwelcome that are so good and they just don't get recognition that they should. I'm going with Sea Fever from 2019.
Mm.
I loved that movie. It was creepy. It was just to me it was original. It was really, really good. Really good.
Yeah. That one was pretty good. Not as good as some other ones that I've seen, but yeah,
I enjoyed it a lot.
that research vessel that was in an area of water they weren't supposed to be in. They got hung up on this thing under at the bottom. It was just tentacles that came up from the bottom that latched onto their
Like
ship.
illuminating, yeah. And then the
Next-
parasites get into their water supply and
Yeah. Next thing you know, we've got like a body horror movie because
Yep.
they're like
they're
getting into
infected.
their eyes and shit. And it was something
good.
else.
It was good.
No, I thought you were gonna say this one.
Oh my god. How could I forget Waterworld? Oh my
How
god.
Could you?
I was trying to focus on horror. Yeah. I just
Yeah.
What about
Waterworld.
Virus?
Oh,
Virus with Jamie Lee Curtis.
yeah,
Oh,
I like that one.
That's a good movie.
I found
Since
that
we're
one
throwing
rough.
out honorable mentions, I'll throw out Uninvited.
The cat.
Yeah.
It turns into the
The cat that turns into the other cat that's got the poison bite.
Oh
Yeah.
my.
Hmm.
Oh my. That one.
It's got Clue
Okay.
Gallagher.
Yeah. And doesn't have that freaking guy who did like the Naked
Making
Gun
gun
movies, or
movies,
something?
yeah.
Yeah.
Not
O.J.
Leslie
Simpson.
Nielsen, the other guy.
Yeah, the
OJ.
other guy.
OJ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
What is that guy's name?
I don't know. He played the chief. The guy who played the chief.
hot take. OJ was good in those movies.
You're not
He was
wrong.
good.
It was funny.
He was hilarious.
Dorm.
I don't care
Norbert,
what anybody
Norbert.
says. I'm an OJ fan. I'm an OJ football
See?
fan. I'm an OJ. I got into a fight in the Football Hall of Fame with some lady.
I like John Collins. He likes OJ. I mean, it's like
He was a
I-
wife beater. Fuck him. I hope he's just rotting.
I was
Oh,
in
he's
the
a piece of
football-
shit.
In the Football Hall of Fame, I was in this
1988.
in the section, and they had it in the Bills section. They had his jersey up, and some lady came up and I was in love because that was like the holy grail of places to me. I had a ball there, and she just came up. That they shouldn't have that murderous shit in here. I was like, lady, get the fuck out of here. I was like, lady, this is not the fucking place. Go fuck it. I flipped out on her.
Fuck his football career. I hope he's in hell right now getting skinned alive with a cheese grater for all he
I
knows.
guarantee you he is. But Norbert was fucking hilarious.
And I'll tell you another.
It's just the
funny
same,
story.
but it's like the same thing with anything else. Like Kevin Spacey's human garbage, but John Doe in 7 is fucking.
when
insane.
I was on my honeymoon
Kevin
when
Spacey never.
when they had the verdict, and everybody was around by the pool bar. We were at Aruba, and when they said he was not guilty, it was just every black person and me who was like, yeah, and like every white person there was just looking at him. Even my wife was like, what the fuck?
That's why he got off. He only got off because he was black. All right, we're not going to get into this because I'm.
Yeah, it's a whole.
whoa, whoa.
It's a whole different hangout.
Yes. One
Um,
more honorable mention, real quick.
He's dead now, so we can say what we want.
Oh,
Everybody-
shit.
guys,
And I'm
everybody
very
fucking
happy
knows.
he's dead. I wish he had to spend more time in prison to get gang raped. But yeah.
Honorable mention.
Honorable mention. And I'm not trying to start shit here, Adam. I promise you I'm not. It's just I enjoyed this movie a lot. Last Voyage of the Demeter. I enjoyed it a lot.
I didn't like it, but that's okay.
It was very good.
from what I've seen of it, I actually was enjoying Captain Ron.
Captain Ron.
That movie was just Kurt Russell not giving a fuck for an hour and a half, and I was there for it.
Yeah.
From what I've seen of Last Voyage, I put it on before bed, which is stupid for me to do because I always fall asleep to a movie I put on before bed. But I saw the first half of it and I was enjoying it.
It was good. It was really good. I liked it a lot. Stop it. Fuck. Yeah, I'm exhausted.
All right.
Well, that was fun.
It was. We will have to continue this one though, because I really enjoy this.
Yeah, how many more
Yeah.
of those little scrolls you got in there?
Oh, I'm sure we can add more if we want to. Oh, plenty.
Looks like a bunch.
Probably at least 20.
There's enough. for,
Sounds like we
three
got a
more
part
hangouts.
2.
I think
Yeah.
we do.
Yeah.
All right.
I can't wait to
Well.
get to the one I suggested to you this morning.
Yeah, that'd be good. Dark.
Poor Clint. As soon as I woke up, I sent him a voice message because it was too much to type, and he just hears my groggy ass voice. I had some ideas about the hangout.
They're good ones.
I'm laying in bed with my
they-
dog. and
they
I
are
don't
in
wanna
there.
move.
Before we go, it was brought up very quickly, but nobody. I don't think Waterworld's that bad of a movie.
It's one of
Am I
my
the only
favorites.
one?
I fucking love it. I love Waterworld.
No.
Love
It got
Just-
like
just
a
has
lot
to
of
get
flack
adjusted.
because
Get on.
it cost so
Wrong
much
with it.
money.
Dennis
Um,
Hopper was fucking amazing in
I
that
thought it was all
movie.
right.
I would need to watch it again. I haven't
I
seen
mean,
it since it first came
it's-
out.
It's Mad Max on the
On
water.
Yeah.
But
With
like-
Dennis Hopper being a goofy villain.
But sign me up
Yeah.
for that every day of the week. That
Yeah.
post-apocalyptic ocean,
Yeah.
great cast.
Yeah.
It's just got Kevin Costner with neck vaginas that allow him to like breathe underwater.
He has gills. He
Yes,
evolved. He evolved.
Wow.
I prefer neck vaginas.
Mutation. I love that movie.
Does he just walk around like this?
Oh my god.
Probably.
Kim Coates was great in that movie. His scenes were some of my
Oh, I
favorites.
forgot he was in that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So did I.
How much for the wee one?
Yeah.
He's trying to buy the little girl.
Yeah. It's like in
saw
tune
the
with
laugh
his
about
character from Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah. I like to
Yeah.
do the talking if you know what I mean. Like a drifter.
Very funny. And George Kennedy was the name I was trying to think of with that
Oh,
uninvited
yeah.
movie. And I'm staring at a picture of that god awful cat creature. That thing is horrible. Cat throws up another cat and it attacks people on the ship.
The movie was amazing.
It's like Tremors too.
Yeah. Oh boy. All right. Well, thank you all for joining me for this. This was an interesting idea, and maybe I'll try to come up with some more little tidbits to throw in here, and maybe we can do a part 2. So that would be nice. You know, we got plenty of this stuff left, and I think I still got some weird ones left in there. So that's going to be awesome when we finally get to those. So, all right. Well, thank you for joining me for this, and have a good night, everybody.